Hello and welcome to the School of Nerdcraft and Dungeonry. I am your Game Master, Renna Brown, and this is Magic Academy. Welcome in. How are you guys doing today? I thought I was going to mess it up. I switched things around.
It did so well. I love it.
Proud of you.
We're joined by our wonderful hobbits. Evelyn sometimes. The Tipsy Tiger. I'm like reaching over longer to reach the other people. Sweet and Lore. The Churney Adventures. It's not the Churney Adventures. And Winter. You guys could say hi too.
No, I'm just busy laughing at the Churney Adventures.
I like that we all got the after Tipsy, so we got Evelyn sometimes, the Tipsy Tiger, the Sweet and Lord, the Churney Adventures, wait, and then Winter. And then Winter.
I don't get no special name. I'm just Winter.
The slow rolling down the hill of the being added to every name was absolutely delightful. I was trying not to laugh.
It was beautiful.
Introductions, and I loved it. Hi everyone, we're hobbits.
With elf ears.
We're gay.
We're gay
What?
hobbits. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. I'm wearing a Judas Priest t-shirt in honor of the 1980s OG Leather Daddy.
I am.
Hell yes.
I love him. I got to see them in concert, and he definitely whipped the guitarist on stage, and I was like, things I didn't know.
Oh, 100%. The discoveries that you have.
I sure hope this doesn't awaken anything in me. I say about something that's already gotten out of bed and made breakfast.
Made breakfast, it's moved into my brain, and I was like, wow, that's interesting.
You're already sitting on your couch watching TV. What's up?
Yeah, so homie. Hello, welcome, invite yourself, I guess. Anyway, happy Pride, I love you all.
Happy Pride Month.
Existence is resistance. I love you.
Hydrate or die straight.
Hi. That TikTok got a lot of hate comments. YouTube short. YouTube is rough. Anyway, welcome in, bitches. We have Leech Prism. With the first, we have SU Wanderer, Trash Panda, Duckberg, and Seamus with the Notification Squad. I think there's one more. I think there's 5. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Never Sweet Nerd. You got it. There you go. I also see a new person, Spasms. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. How'd you find us? Welcome in. What's up?
That's my best friend.
Oh, that's so cute. And Seamus for the resub. 4 months. Has it been 4 months already? I'm gonna say that every time, but it does feel like it's been for not long and forever at the same time. I don't do time. I'm not really good with time.
I do also
that whole,
have
like 2-phase release though, you know.
Yeah.
Because this is chapter 2 of the origins of Magic Academy.
Yeah, true.
I do have to call into attention and call out my boyfriend for an egregious mishandling of justice, which was AGG Paddywhack was 100% the first person in this chat.
They were. By like 28 minutes, they were sitting in there. Got to be quick at the draw, though. I mean, like...
Prism does not take prisoners.
He really doesn't. Prism's up in here like...
Snooze.
Sorry, you stream in an hour. Get fucked.
Get fucked. Get fecked, excuse me.
Get
we
fecked.
also have a Seamus coming in. Oh, we also just got a new follow. Hi, Saltian. Welcome in. How did you find us?
I am happily a prisoner. Hi, hello.
That invasive.
Prism takes no prisoners.
Putting that in a box and walking away.
I am actually here for Tuesday's stream. God damn it.
I hate that Duck and I shared the same invasive thought, and if Evelyn was paying attention, probably did too. Prism's prisoners or prismers. Like Evelyn's like, I hate you both. Look at that face.
I woke up about an hour ago.
Oh boy.
I am barely here.
I love you. I love you, Evelyn.
We have a full Evelyn sometimes today.
Yeah, today's the sometimes part.
I mean, like, I'm on the same level. I got 4.5 hours of sleep last night, so
we only have the churny part or the adventures part?
only ventures.
We have the church.
No, not the just ventures.
No,
possibly just vent. We'll see.
Just ventures.
We have
I was gonna say we have
the part that's not actually there. Yes.
I was gonna say I think I slept, but not. Well, I think I probably also got about 4 hours of sleep, so I'm just end today. Hi.
See, I got a decent amount of sleep.
Just winter.
I had a dream about a hot cop, but we're gonna leave that alone.
That's what you came here for, right? For the hot cop dreams.
I've got questions. Why did you think of that?
Can I have ones in chat for
I know
hot
why
cop
he
dreams,
thought
please?
of that.
I was asleep and we were robbing Hyrule Castle, so I had to distract the cop. Obviously.
Obviously.
Did you twerk for him?
I did something. So
Also, ACAB agreed, Evelyn.
No
Yeah.
one's only a cab.
But you know,
Listen,
Tears of the Kingdom has brain rotted all of us, I think, at this point. So you know.
Absolutely.
listen, I shamelessly have cried my way out of so many tickets and getting arrested.
you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
There are some characters from Tears of the Kingdom I would love to see in my dreams.
What is it? Ad cab? What is that? All damn cops are bastards? Is that what the ad cab?
Yeah, what is AdCab?
Duck, honey, are you asleep
A
still?
duck, crab, and a bear.
A duck, crab, dream
Oh,
cops.
dream
Oh,
cops.
dream cop.
A duck, crab, and a bear.
That sounds like I'm not gonna go there. Anyway,
A duck, a crab, and a bear walk into a bar.
What's
welcome
the crab
in.
game that Duck has been playing recently?
Crab
I feel like
Champions.
that's related. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crab champions.
We are playing the Conspiracy of the Red Book with these nasty, filthy hobbitses over here. But before we get into that, let's hop into our, not our sponsors, our what the fuck are we doing next week? I'm here, I promise.
I'm muting my mic so I stop wheezing on stream.
I'm glad you find me funny. So
Don't flatter yourself, magic.
we have hobbits today.
Randall.
Hobbits. We have hobbits today.
Thank you,
And-
Randall.
Hobbits, you are correct. We
episode
are hobbits.
2 out of 5, a little mini series. Then on Tuesday, we are back with Odyssey the Dragon Lords, episode 5, where we go into the necropolis of Tillamook to describe what's in there and what the fuck is up with that. Then you can tell I've been watching Critical Role. Then on All's Fair is done. We'd have nothing Monday. Then on next, we're back to 2 days. We're back to 2 days. 2 day streams. So we have Tuesday Odyssey and we have Hobbits next Saturday, and that's it.
No,
You
you
know that's
wait,
not
wait.
true.
We have
Oh.
Candela.
I lied. We're doing a special one shot on Thursday, Candela Obscura, where we're running Dressed to Kill, a very, very interesting and very fun investigative horror one shot that I'm very excited to dive into. Yes, Evelyn.
The date has flipped. The date, before we settled on it, the date flip-flopped so many times that I was still convinced in my brain it was Friday. And so I literally said on my stream yesterday, oh, no stream on Friday. I'll be over at Magic Academy.
No, it's on Thursday. So we'll have it on Thursday, and then we'll do some horror with the new
Horror.
system, which is really exciting.
And we're all going to be dressed to the nines, so...
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
We're all cosplaying.
So...
I'm not cosplaying. I'm just looking fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
you always do, though.
Truth.
So that's
Evelyn,
what's
you're
happening. That's what's happening.
Thank you. I am.
Then what else is happening? We have a very special announcement coming out soon. A external engagement, we could say, that you guys can hop on board with us. So keep a lookout on our socials as we kind of throw out what that is. We will probably say what it is next Tuesday or this Tuesday. And I'm very excited to share that with you. Lore?
Are we doing a giveaway today?
The giveaway is done. So if you haven't yet, you can hop over to the Discord, and in the announcement channel, you can sign up for a giveaway of one of 2 digital copies of the One Ring. So if you haven't already, go ahead and do that. I will be doing that off stream. I won't announce it on stream, but I'll go ahead and reach out to those 2 people who win that at some point today. And then after today, you want to hop over to Lore's channel and see us play V Rising, you definitely can, because we'll be over there doing stuff, which is exciting.
Do little vampires.
Love talking. That's it.
There's so many good things, so make sure you check out
things.
the Discord because all the things are happening all the time.
All the thing. Horror, I hardly know her. Get out, Seamus.
We don't dress to the 9s here, only to the 6s.
We only dress to kill.
Speak for yourself. I dress to the 15s. Damn it.
Also, this month we will be replacing straight up with gay ups, so I don't make the rules. If you see me say that, understand it.
Also, please know that if you are a straight ally, you are legally obligated in the month of Pride to buy at least one LGBTQ plus person an iced coffee. Again, don't make the rules. You just have to do it.
So you guys see this stream, we all need coffee.
All of us.
Please.
I'll turn on my street stream
Give
right
me $1.
now. Don't tempt me.
I would turn on my street stream too. Like, listen.
I like how you guys are all like yearning for iced coffee. You guys are now officially more gay than I am.
Hi, my life.
And that's a high bar.
My life.
me?
I was like, I like iced coffee even in the winter. I'm not gay.
Excuse me, I'm a pretentious gay. I'm drinking hot black coffee.
Oh, okay, well, fine.
Fuck all of you. I made my own mocha this morning.
Nice.
Right before.
That's gay.
Using Soul Reviver coffee.
Oh my god, if you guys have not checked out Soul Reviver coffee, that is what I make most days. Frickin' do it.
I wish I was drinking Soul Reviver coffee. Someone should go to my throne and buy me some Soul Reviver coffee.
This is
That's
turning.
good. Are you okay?
This is
We
not.
have problems.
This is not a This is not a Hobbit stream. You've been tricked. This is a buy every gay person on this stream a coffee
Yeah.
stream.
Welcome.
Magic, apparently you need to write up
some.
some ad copy for us because we're on a roll here.
I know.
Evelyn is a nerd gay. I bought them a video game.
Oh, nice.
Before we get started, if you are listening over to this on the YouTube after the episode or on our podcast, make sure to drop a like or a comment because it does help us a ton. But with that, we're going to go ahead and get started because we have 3 hours to careen through a lot. We last left off our hobbitses introducing themselves to a Mad Baggins, who set them off on an adventure to find a map from the Matham house. Traveling to WestFarthing, they basically trotted along. It was a pretty nice journey across, and except for Worry got soaked, where they found the Matham house, managed to sneak inside and retrieve the map. It was pretty uneventful. They didn't get caught. I didn't have to fight anyone, which was a good thing because I had no stat blocks. But with that, we enter in today's episode, where you lot of hobbitses have been staying over at the Bilbo Baggins bag end for quite a few days, as Bilbo locks himself in a study, studying the old Took's map, looking around for different types of bobs and bibbits to figure out what to do and where the next hook, line, and sink is. You all have plenty. You guys are able to take a what is it called? Prolonged rest. And you have plenty of food that you can eat and drink, and you spend most of your time kind of just chilling and relaxing. And it isn't long before popping out of the study like a cuckoo from a clock, Bilbo rushes into the parlor where you are all relaxing after a fine second breakfast. Map clutched in his hand. Oh, my wonderful friends, hey, you won't believe this. I found the old Took's map. I found on the old Took's map. I believe I know where the club of Bandor's Took is located, or at least the old Took did, or rather he thought he did. Maybe he wasn't sure. He shakes his head as if physically to force the rambling thoughts from his head. Never you mind. I might need to do a bit more research, but I was hoping for accounting for your help once again. After hearing about your little adventure in Michael Delving, I'd like to send you out on an adventure as well, to help continue find this. What was it called? Fuck. It has a weird name.
What is this? The something red book?
The club?
The club, the Banderist Club. It says here on the map that the club of Bull Roarer, fuck me with these R's, may be somewhere around the village of O'Borton, in a place called Kingsworthy. Exciting, isn't it? So perhaps returning for my generous hospitality, you could take a walk to the north and do a bit more investigation on the manor. Imagine it being credited to being the hobbits who found the club of Bull Roarer Took. Wait right here. I'll run and get you the right gear and suit you a proper adventure. And like that, the Mad Baggins disappears in a flash around the corner before returning as you all exchange looks of excitement and confusion. He drops a large chest before you and smiles. There you are. Take what you need. There's no knowing what will be swept off to. He turns off to dash again, but turns around back to you, almost laughing at his own forgetfulness. I've muddled my wits. Staying up all night I made a copy of Old Took's map. No need to damage the original, after all. He hands the fresh copy to you before throwing open the front door and says, "Come on, let's go." So in front of you is that chest that he kind of laid out. And in it, you see some traveling gear such as cloaks, backpacks, pocket handkerchiefs, and other standard supplies. A few battered weapons. Among these weapons are 3 clubs, which can also serve as walking sticks. A pair of small hunting bows left by dwarvish visitors with arrows. A short sword he can use that had been used as decoration instead of warfare. A small axe for cutting wood, and 1 dagger for each of you.
I look at the group and I say, regrettably, I have never fired an arrow in my life.
Oh, I have.
Oh, yes, I'll take an arrow as well. Or a bow, sorry, and some arrows.
Yes, Primula and I have done some work with bows and whatnot.
So there are only 2, though.
I don't have anything other than bows.
I thought he said 3.
A pair of small hunting bows, so 2.
What else was there?
There is 3. So as far as weapons goes, 3 clubs, 2 bows, a short sword, a small axe, and daggers for each of you.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will take the axe.
I'll take the short sword.
Rory, is that okay with you?
Yeah, what are you taking, Rory?
I think we probably want to take the walking sticks just to have. Kingsworthy is a long way away. It's already basically at the north end of EastFarthing.
Well, we can.
Sorry, you go first.
Well, I believe we can certainly take everything, but Esmeralda, what particularly were you thinking?
Well, so I can shoot a bow. That's fine. But I mean, if you haven't noticed, and she's actually is carrying her own walking stick. It is the Tookish walking stick, and she's gonna bang it on the ground. I used an axe and made this one myself, so I don't need that, but I can take the axe.
Certainly, and it is quite a wonderful stick you have there. I will take the sword, and I think as Lobelia picks it up, it's very much a little bit of awkwardness, but then a little bit of, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yes, Primula and I shall take the bows then, and split the arrows between us.
And we each get a dagger. I've never used one of these before.
Lobelia, just think of the sword as your umbrella and just swing it around until you hit something.
Thank you, Primula. I shall.
Randall.
Just don't hit us.
God, that
Couple
feels
of
weird.
questions.
You're the one who wants
Okay.
it.
You're the one who wants it,
Oh
buddy.
yeah, I want it.
What category, because we have 4 categories of combat proficiencies here, what categories do daggers and clubs fall under? Because here we only have axes, bows, spears, and swords.
Yes. So double check. Did the information that I sent you, did it have the weapons in them?
I'm currently
I don't
looking
know.
right now, and I do not believe it does. It has the stances. It has special damage where you can do a heavy. If you have a successful attack roll, you can do heavy blow, fend off, or pierce. But it does not have anything about clubs or anything like that.
Then. I might.
Need to find that stuff so I can pull it all up.
I love the fact that, so for those of you who don't know, so this is a very different system than we're used to. If we get 6s, we can do a special attack.
I will
So-
just do it this way because it's faster. Okay, so you were asking about the clubs, right?
Clubs and daggers.
Yes, dagger and the club. Okay. The dagger is a brawling weapon, so you make a brawling attack. I don't know if this is going to show up on the stream because
Yeah,
That does not show up on our character sheets.
Yeah.
I do not know what we would add to that.
brawling is kind of
It
like
is page 100 of the full rule book for anybody who has it handy.
Okay.
Page 100, you said?
so not the starter set, but the full core rulebook. Got
Yeah,
it.
the core rule book.
Let me go grab that.
I unfortunately cannot load it because my computer will die. So any help, I appreciate.
Yeah, I'm. Oh, it's trying its best.
Doing it best.
Can I put this into this tab?
Yeah, I think
I can send. I'm gonna put screenshots in our Discord channel.
Thank you,
appreciate
Evelyn. Yeah, I definitely think that Lobelia definitely has the thing of when you get a new toy and you don't know what to do with it.
Mood.
So brawling attacks. So adventurers who leave behind their trusted weapons may find themselves forced to fight unarmed or rely on a simple dagger or even a throwing stone. When this happens, they rely on their martial training to save them. Player heroes perform an attack while unarmed or using a dagger, club, or improvised weapon. Roll a number of dice equal to their highest combat proficiency, but suffer disadvantage, meaning you lose 1d.
Oh, okay. So we do, like, for instance, for me, my highest would be 2d6s, but we roll 2 of the d12s and take the lowest.
You lose 1 dice.
We lose a dice. Okay. Understood.
And clubs are also brawling as well. And because there is a lot of you, I'm going to go ahead and give you a second sword. Because otherwise, I don't think Rory is going to have something.
Are you good with swords, Rory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rory focuses on swords and is able to use spheres.
So,
Wonderful.
yeah. So for you two taking the short sword,
Mm-hmm.
the stats that you need to know, are they on that page 100?
I think so, yeah.
They should be. Yes.
That's our damage, injury, load, and
Yes.
style.
You guys are, yeah. The important thing that I'm drawing you to is making sure that you calculate your load now,
Got it.
because you can get weary if your endurance falls beneath your load.
Okay.
So currently my load is 1.
Daggers are, yeah, and then everyone takes a dagger.
So that's another. The joys of learning a new TTRPG system.
Mhm.
And then Prim and Esmeralda, you guys both took bows.
No, Drogo and
Drogo,
Prim
that's-
took bows. Esmeralda took an axe.
You
Yeah.
took an axe. Okay.
I'm gonna take one of the clubs. No, I don't need a club. If there's 2 more, if Primula and Drogo want clubs, and Rory, there are 3 clubs in total.
Okay. Load axe. Oh my god.
Taco's heavy.
Yeah. So for those of you who you are not seeing it on the stream, we are currently looking at a table, and each weapon has a certain load number. So an axe is 2. It looks like a spear is 3. Stuff like that.
Okay, well that's unfortunate.
You need second breakfast. Second breakfast sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'd like
I would
second
love
breakfast.
second breakfast.
In between streams, I'm grabbing a hamburger and chucking that back.
Mood.
What is everyone eating for second breakfast today? Put it in chat.
Of course, load.
I gotta
Okay.
figure out what I'm eating for first breakfast.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you, actually, Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm so sorry because I'm going to ask again. So how do we calculate our load, and how do we know that we're like not encumbered essentially?
Basically, just add up all of the equipment that has a load number, and then you're gonna
Mhm.
mark that down. On the right hand side, you have like current endurance.
Yeah.
Your endurance is pulled straight from the strength, and then your current, it'll basically tick down as you take damage. You're gonna lose endurance. If at any point your endurance meets or goes below your load, I believe it's weird condition.
Okay. So did you also put weaponry, or not weapons, but armor on the table?
It doesn't say armor at all.
Okay.
It talks about cloaks, backpacks, pocket handkerchiefs, and other standard supplies.
But okay, so if armor's not that, okay, then I won't worry about that one.
I mean, I can give you all leather shirts if you'd like. I don't think you need anything past that feels excessive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a simple suit of armor available. Leather armor is made in layers of animal hide. It's basic. It's like basic.
I know that this is a cumulative adventure. Do you want to like look ahead to see if that's something that shows up later?
They don't give you anything else later. They don't.
We're all flying by the seat of our pants. We love it.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
So if we were to get armor, would that affect anything like our parry or anything like that?
So the doop doop doop, just had it out and I put it away. Leather shirt. I put it in between the weapons. It'll give you plus 1d protection, and it'll add 3 to your load.
Okay, 3 to load. I'm sorry, it adds what to our protection?
1 dice.
1. Got
It's
it.
also on page 100. It's right below.
Got it. I think Lobelia 100% takes armor. Like, under her fluffy dress.
Where the fuck?
Just like, I got this tailored specifically, and now it looks bulky.
I have a helm listed on my sheet already,
Nice.
but with okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay.
Esmeralda is just doing a great time.
Apparently, I wear a helmet, and I just didn't know that.
Where's that at on your sheet?
If you look, war gear, armor, helm is listed automatically.
Oh, I think that's a type of helm that you can add.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
a question. Please tell me I'm not wearing that.
No,
Because
it's if you get a helm, you would then add it, and then whatever protection I believe is what it is. So I'm just adding leather armor to my sheet right now and doing protection plus 1. So by protection, that adds to your parry. Is that correct?
No, it's a dice. It's a dice roll that I haven't gotten to because that's
No worries.
in
Anyway,
combat.
we're looking through all the weapons like kids in a candy store and ignoring Bilbo in the doorway because we're trying to figure this out. No one's like, "Are we going?" We're like, "We're getting weapons, dude."
I'm busy.
Okay.
Bilbo.
I think if Bilbo tries to open his mouth at any point to tell us to hurry, I just go.
Anything else you guys want to grab from this chest?
I think we're grabbing just about everything, aren't we? Is there anything we're
Maybe
not
some
grabbing?
brain cells to help us figure this out.
No, I
What
left all of
is
my
a
brain
brain cell?
cells at home. I'm afraid I can't help you there.
You guys each can grab a backpack. It's not like weigh anything, but go ahead and grab a backpack. Like like a little rope, like standard supplies. I'm gonna assume that you guys have basically.
Great.
Prim just takes a backpack and hands it to her fiance.
Yep. Drogo has 2 backpacks.
Oh shit. What is happening?
Lobelia puts on the backpack, has a little bit of a grump about her dress not looking nice with everything, and proceeds.
What are my hands?
Rory, have you fought with a sword before?
Tree 18.
A little bit here and there, but nothing formal.
What did you fight?
Basically a big knife, really.
Well, certainly. But what were you fighting?
I do have to go out and hunt every once in a while. How do you think that we get boar for the party?
Well, no, I didn't. I'm not stupid. I just didn't know you did it.
Well, sure.
And inside the chest, you guys also find an iced coffee for you guys.
Oh my god!
I suddenly feel gayer.
Ophelia will no longer marry Otho. Looks around.
Let's see.
It's from Hobbits.
No, that was so maddening. My ear fell off.
Randall, I swear to God.
Randall, why are you like this?
I hated that. This
Got
is so
feisty with this given name going on now.
I know.
Well, he introduced himself up top as Randall, and I'm like, oh, is this what we're doing? Hi, Randall. What's up?
It is, yes. I mean, in the TTRPG space, it's not often people have pseudonyms, and so I kind of shedded my pseudonym to
I will actually be doing the same thing.
open up.
So
Especially with the big announcement that hasn't been announced. I feel like
Ooh.
it would be weird to go to places and say, "Hi, I'm Magic." It's
To be fair, if I were in your shoes, I would probably have also shed my username.
Yeah.
no
Like,
with
moving
Shire
forward.
Bucks. Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like I think I might need to start thinking about, do I need to shed my username?
I
But you guys
have
can
actually
still
shed
call
my
me Magic
username.
Daddy. I'm here
Yeah.
for it.
Oh,
Or
good.
Daddy
Yeah, I
Magic.
saw that you had lore. I saw that in the in the cast list. It had your given name, and
Yeah, so my
that's-
given name, and then actually a few other streams, I have actually requested that the streamers refer to me as my regular name. So if anybody has any questions, no, Laura is not short for something like Lauren or Laura. My name is actually Bonnie.
do you prefer Bonnie on the stream?
I love Bonnie. I love my name. My first middle name is Bonnie Ellen, so like I adore my name.
It's a good name.
So,
I have used my given name from the beginning. My name is Evelyn. It has always been Evelyn. It will only ever be Evelyn. Nothing else.
Well, it is
suits
Evelyn
me.
sometimes.
sometimes it's just Ev.
See, the problem I have is no one likes trying to spell my real name.
I love your name.
I love my name, but
Nobody spells my name right.
So, hi, Anthony Dean Channel. We are currently talking about given names.
How do you think I feel about people spelling my name? People
Yeah,
don't spell my name
because-
right at all.
So my given name, for those of you who don't know, is Jocelyn, which I probably will be switching to at some point. But everyone's like, how do you spell that? I'm like, don't worry about it. Just call
Your
me
name
Tips.
is not hard to spell, though. It's not even spelled weird. Why are people the way that they are?
I don't know, but no one
Your
can
name
spell.
is spelled the normal way that Jocelyn is spelled.
You want to hear the best spelling I've ever gotten of my name before we have to actually pay attention to the game? It was JAWSELINE.
Oh, I hurt.
One time someone spelled my name EVILIN.
No.
I hate that. But right as we're getting ready to pay attention, I am just appropriate. I know that you all are going to spell my name wrong. It's okay, but it's with a Y. Please do not spell it incorrectly, or else you owe me $5.
And a nice coffee. And Bilbo stands in the door.
Hold on, Bilbo. We're figuring out our shit.
Let's go on an adventure.
Bilbo, there was iced coffee in the chest. We have to drink it.
That's for the travel on the way.
I want you guys to know that I'm just Esmeralda is actually just sitting on a bench with her little iced coffee in her hand, and she's kicking her feet.
Lobelia has a moment of like, to be young again.
Oh, look at you guys.
Okay. You guys headed off?
Yes, we are. Hello, fantasy animal vegan. Yes, the GM failed his derail spell wisdom saving throw. We are getting back on track. So with our portable cups and weapons in hand.
Yes, ready to
Yes,
go.
Bilbo, I'm so ready to go. I am now on a caffeine high. You're all welcome.
Oh my god.
I cannot wait. I
Lobelia
unlocked something I
barely
didn't know I wanted.
Lobelia suddenly gets a little hyper and goes, "What is this feeling?"
Me on a caffeine high?
Great.
Uh,
Now I have
have you
Wicked
never-
stuck in my head. Thanks for that.
What is this
Have you
feeling?
never had
Now even more
coffee?
hyper.
No, I have never had coffee. My family thought it was we have tea. Tea is slightly caffeinated, but usually we would have green tea. Am I supposed to be talking this fast?
So,
Take a deep
are you
breath.
guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
As I'll
Randall,
ever
we are
be.
ready to go.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Randall.
Orange chocolate.
I'm going to
frappuccino pants?
overuse your name until I get used to it.
Yeah, I have to do it too, to be honest.
I
only refer to him as
Who's
Randall.
who's leading?
I want to go first.
Oh my God, Esmeralda, I love you.
I'm jumping out the damn door. Let's go.
Okay.
Let the child lead. It's fine.
Roll
Let the hyper child go.
as you guys head out on your way to Overton to kind of start asking around about this club of bull roar. I will never say it well. You guys are kind of heading over to Orborden to this is a rough journey for me.
I love this journey for you.
Investigate.
Are we going through Bywater or are we going overland?
I don't know. We're on an adventure journey. That's all that matters.
How would
Are
you
we
like
using
to go?
the road or are we having to ford 2 rivers and go through a forest?
How would you
perhaps?
like to go there?
I personally think that we should probably use the road, seeing as what happened to poor Rory the last time we tried to go across a river.
I was just gonna ask, brother, would you like to go swimming again?
It
I'm
is
capable of going swimming again, but I would rather not.
Well,
It
we
is
can
this-
always go up through the Bindvale woods and go around the river. It seems to end about it ends at about the edge, and then we just go around it.
I think that's a good idea, Drogo. I agree. Esmeralda!
Don't mind me. I lost my map.
Just kind of like making sure Esmeralda stays with us.
I definitely did not put my map in a different folder on my computer than everything else. Where are we at
One
again?
second.
so Esmeralda.
Duh.
Since
Hello.
you are in front, can you go ahead and make me a roll with the feet die?
With a
Just the D12.
thank you.
Just the D12.
I do the translate. You're welcome.
Oh, no, I threw it on the ground.
I threw it on the ground.
Happy birthday to the ground.
Oh my god, what year is it?
My dad's not a phone.
I rolled an 11.
that is an 11 for you guys. Means that you rolled a bad fit. You Eye of Sauron.
All right, guys, nice playing with you. I'll see you next week.
so sad.
Also, thank you for the follow, Fantasy. How'd you find us?
Can I fall in can I fall in a hole? Can I be too excited and fall in a hole?
No, I actually have a specific thing.
Oh, no.
Fuck me. Okay.
Oh no.
So, you guys are kind of heading along the road, thinking that if you are in the open area, that you'll be noticed and seen, and it'll be a lot easier to kind of get to Orborden and by the road. It's kind of just a way to go. It isn't long before you hear in the distance, brr, brr, and a pack of wild dogs starts kind of coming over the hill. Esmeralda, in the front, you go, look!
Puppies!
I knew it. No,
At
not
which-
puppies. No, not puppies.
At which point, they come careening over the side and start chasing you, these feral dogs. As they chase you, you all start running through a bunch of different bushes and hedgerows to try to get away from them.
Oh, no.
You do manage to get away after some time, but it was definitely a very exhausting challenge. You are all going to take 4 points of fatigue.
Oh no!
For you guys, mechanically, you basically add your fatigue and load points together. So when your endurance falls below that threshold, load plus fatigue, you become weary. So it has now just became easier to be wearied.
Primula, with your permission, I know we're both wearing like kind of fancy dresses. I feel like we're trying to pick the brambles out of our skirts. I'm just like, this was not the way I anticipated my afternoon.
Oh no. Drogo is doing his best to help his fiance, but is a little like,
Is everyone all right?
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Fatigued, but
Are you already fatigued?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were weary. I was like, buddy.
No, my endurance is higher than 6.
Yeah, my current load and fatigue added together is 8, and I have a 20 endurance.
Oh, I had a 15.
So
I was incorrect. No, never mind. I'm stupid. Never mind. It's okay.
You're not stupid.
I'm not stupid. Joke's on me. I'm not dumb. Duckbird, get out of my chat. Duckbird, get out of my chat right now.
Amazing. I look at the group. I just go, all right, well, what do we do now?
You guys, after being chased by the high fantasy, you're awesome. After running over through some of hedges and bushes, you find yourself at the entrance of the village of Borton. Oat Borton. God, I hate it. You guys find yourself kind of at the edge of the village where the scent of a good roast kind of wafts over to you guys. You know that you have to kind of look around the city to find information on the club. And you see that there are some people kind of walking around in the main square. There's a big kind of like square with a bunch of merchant tiles kind of scattered throughout. And there's an end where that wafting kind of roast is coming out of. It's a very good bustling settlement.
Well, where do we even begin?
I suppose we look for a merchant who might have some who might be relevant to what we're looking for, and maybe ask questions.
So is anyone else famished?
Absolutely. A restful meal sounds delightful.
That roast smells divine.
Well, shall we go make friendly then?
I think that's a wise idea, my love.
So you guys find your way to the tavern. The Fast Lily, and you are kind of greeted by a bunch of kind of hobbits just cheering and big partying and dancing, just like normal hobbits do. They kind of always run around dancing and cheering and drinking their kind of sorrows away. Not that there are much in the Shire. It's a very nice life.
Could I take a look around the room to see if I can, like, because Drogo mentioned a merchant, if I can look around someone who maybe, and see if I can find someone who kind of maybe is drinking that matches that description?
Yeah, you find yourself, make me a scan check.
I get to roll that with 2 feet dice and take the highest. Which is good because I rolled an 11 and a 2. There's no way I can beat this. There's no way. I got a 3. I am overwhelmed by the crowd and start hiding behind Rory.
You do kind of see off to the side the innkeeper behind the bar. where the roast smell is also kind of permeating from. He has a bunch of kind of pig roast up on the side, just kind of spinning, and it's just permeating the air, very strong. Probably why you couldn't focus right now.
Oh yeah, 100%. All I can smell is the food, and after running from the dogs, I'm just like, can we go? And I just toddle off to the
Really,
to
it's
find
just
the
drooling.
Oh, 100%.
May as
Is
well
anyone
get something
coming
fresh.
with me? Sorry, what'd you say, Rory?
May as well get something fresh to eat.
Indeed.
And I think I go up with you guys, and I just go, good day. Lovely day, isn't it?
Hi, hello. Pleasure to meet. Are you guys looking for some food?
Yes, absolutely. We also wondered, we're looking for information about a club, the name of which I cannot remember or pronounce.
Bandalus.
Bandalus. Bandalus Took? Do you know anything about that? Thank you, Drogo.
We're here for 17th breakfast.
Always.
Make me a courtesy check.
Yay, my first courtesy check.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I know
One
courtesy's
of
your
these
big
days,
thing.
one of these courtesy's the thing I'm best at. One of these days, I'll roll a courtesy.
Yeah, courtesy is actually pretty up there for me, but if I could roll better, that would be nice.
Huh.
Oh my god. No, I failed. I look at Drogo like I got a 10. My TN is 12.
I know you're not from this side of the Shire, but I do think that taking a little bit of time to meet one another is always beneficial. You don't even know my name, and you're asking me questions about things.
I slink behind the rest of the group.
Well, here, let's get to know each other a bit better then. Drogo Baggins, it's a pleasure to meet you. This is my fiancée Primula, and my friends here can introduce themselves as well.
I peek out from behind Rory. Really, Skirtle. Sorry, very tired and hungry.
Pleasure to meet. My name is Griff Brandywood.
A pleasure to meet you, Griff. How long have you had this fine establishment of yours?
I got it from my grandpa. Theodoric. Long story short, and he kind of pulls up like a bunch of ales and just kind of puts them down for you guys to take. As he kind of just starts going into a long soliloquy of, my grandpa, he created this beautiful establishment because he just loved the art.
You cut out.
I touched my mute on accident with my thumb. When you celebrate, things are great and fun, and it brings happiness to everyone. And just bringing happiness is the absolute best.
Isn't it just? That really is the ideal, to open an establishment where folks can come around and just have a bit of joy. It's very nice. It's quite proper even.
Very proper. And where are you from, my good Drogo?
I am from Hobbiton, but I currently live in Buckland though, as my dear fiance and I prepare to get married. It's very
you're
exciting.
getting married. Where's your fiance?
Right here.
And what is their name? What is your name?
Hi, Primilla Brandybuck. Pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure. So, what brings you lot in?
Oh, we're on.
Sorry, I was going to
Go
say
ahead, dear.
the smell of this lovely roast. Oh my goodness, we could smell that a mile away.
Oh, it's my family's best roast. And do you want to know the secret?
Yeah, well, I mean, I do, but I don't know if you should, give away your family secrets, especially if it's something so divine.
If you put in just a smidge of pipeweed, it's the best.
We'll have to remember that, darling. She looks over at Drogo, we need to remember that.
Yes, we certainly will. Perhaps we were looking for caterers.
Do you do catering?
It would be an honor.
Amazing. Well, hold on though. I think maybe we should try some of this lovely roast before we fully decide and commit. But
before
I
you
think,
end the sentence, he turns around, is like slicing and grabbing and putting it down, and go, "Tell me what you think."
we all take a bite, I guess.
Yeah.
Before I take a bite of this excellent roast, Mr. Brandywood, clearly it must be paired with a good oatmeal stout. We are in fact in Oatbarton,
Absolutely.
and I have heard wonders.
You must know your way around the Shire. And he goes back, and he's just like loading you guys up, not really asking for you guys for payment, but just kind of giving you guys information, like the stuff.
Lobelia is definitely like doing the polite, like this is so good and stuff, but it's just perpetually red-faced, just looking very embarrassed.
Yes, this is one of the finest roasts I have ever had. My goodness.
Oh my lord,
truly.
the meat just melts in your mouth, and that little secret you told us, oh man, that really makes a difference. I could just imagine what it tastes like without it.
I certainly think we ought to exchange contact info, addresses so that we can look into you for catering.
My phone number is.
Give me your email.
555.
Just tap right here on my Bluetooth business card.
I think I look I look over at Esmeralda and I go, "How are you feeling, my dear? Is the food helping?"
Yes.
Poor
Caffeine jitters.
I pass you a little bit of my stout as a depressant.
Yes, because now I should be hyper and drunk.
Oh, 100%. There's no problems here. I think I look at Rory and I say, "How do you know? So you are quite the Renaissance man."
Oatbarton is famous. This is where all of the oats in the Shire come from.
What is a Renaissance man?
It's a jack of all trades. Someone who can do someone who is skilled in a whole bunch of different areas.
Think Leonardo da Vinci, who was very much into math
Okay,
and
so that was
sciences
10 out of
as much
10
as
in
art.
character because she's a child.
Oh,
But I appreciate
we're
that. So here's
explaining-
the next question: who's Leonardo da Vinci?
Oh my God. Yeah, I think that I explain to you what a Renaissance is, but I go, think of Leonardo, that artist hobbit that lives down the way. You know, he makes all kinds of maps. Yeah, but very much like Leonardo Oakenbrook.
Yes, he's an artist. He did the Vitruvian Hobbit.
The Mona Shire, if you will. I think trying to make things up to Griff, I just say, Griff, I am very impressed, and I do deeply apologize for my behavior. Earlier, we were chased by a pack of wild dogs, and I'm afraid it has done quite a number on my nerves. Please accept my deepest apologies and my deepest compliments for this wonderful food.
Apology accepted. There's no hard feelings here. But what are you all looking for?
I look at Drogo.
Well, we are looking for the Bandless Club.
Bendoras.
Bendoras. We are looking for the Bendoras Club. Would you happen to have any information about that?
And where might this be?
Evelyn does not remember.
Kingsworthy.
Yeah, Kingsworthy.
Go ahead and make me a courtesy check.
Thank you.
Yay! Drogo gets to make a courtesy check!
Rory, you can make one too.
Journey's face right now. What? Really? Meanwhile, me trying to feed
This roll is on you, Magic.
Meanwhile, trying to give Esmeralda some water to help her ease down from the caffeine high.
That is a success.
A success.
11. I have the Eye of Sauron.
Any sixes?
No sixes.
Okay. Yes, the Kingsworthy. I've heard of that. It's a bit more north than North Firing. It's an abandoned structure, about a day's travel into the North Moors, but I don't go there often.
Fascinating. An abandoned structure, you say?
Yes.
Is it quite dangerous there?
Make me another courtesy check.
Okay.
I spilled water on my laptop for the bit.
Rip.
Committed to the bit. You have consequences.
Also, I don't know if this is important, Randall, but I got a Sauron's eye on that courtesy check.
You slap him in the face. No.
I was gonna say, I said in chat, Rory insults his mother. End of game.
That is another success, no sixes, but it is a 22 for
Nice.
to get over a target number of 12.
So Drogo's gonna just be in front from now on. You get up there.
You know, I don't know a Bandora's club, but I knew a Bull Roarers club. There's some local children. They play a game called Bull Roarers Club. Some of the more rowdy children play it a little bit north. It seems to involve roughing up one another with a stick from a field they found. They claim to be an artifact, but you know, kids.
Certainly, children will play as they do. I remember in my youth getting into a bit of roughhousing here and there. Not much, you know, it's not, after a point, it's no longer proper.
Absolutely.
Perhaps we can, and I'll turn to my friends for this next question. Perhaps we could, Esmeralda, as you're quite youthful, perhaps we could find these children and find out perhaps the origin of this game. See if it has any connection.
Heck yeah! That's all I got, really.
Adorable.
Like, hop off my stool.
Magic, we lost your voice.
Yeah, you're fine.
Randall, love, stop touching your microphone.
Randall.
I want to touch it.
No, stop touching your mic, Randall.
That's what he said.
You do not need to know all the intrusive thoughts that I say.
Do we not?
But we do.
I think, well, I am going to go ahead. Do we have like any extra like money or anything that I could leave as like a tip?
Yeah, you can leave them the tip.
Yeah, God damn it. God damn it, Bonnie.
Speaking of intrusive thought.
Speaking of intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts.
I leave him a tip on the bar and just kind of like nod to him and turn to the group.
Absolutely. As you flip them a little bit of coin. I don't know what currency they have.
Coin, I think, yeah, like gold pieces and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like hobbits would trade, but nonetheless, as you
Same.
give kind of give him some information, he goes, it's been a pleasure to meet you, and I'll see you two at the wedding.
Yes. Thank you very, very much. You've been tremendously helpful in a number of ways, and you certainly have our gratitude, and I hope we'll get to discuss catering.
Make me one more courtesy roll.
You got this, Drogo.
Come on, give me a 6.
Evelyn was like, I want courtesy rolls. And Randall was like, all right, you can roll all of them.
Oh, okay. Okay, this one might not be as good.
Prim was just too lost in eating the meat that she kind of just blanked out and didn't know what has happened the last couple minutes. She's just like, what? Food.
This
so
food is
that,
so good.
that is a failure by 1. Because I got a 3 and an 11 on the actual, on the feet dice, and then I got a 5, a 2, and a 1. So...
Randall, I know this is some fuckery, but I did just leave him a tip. Can that help my friend at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
The only way they can do it is if they spend a hope point.
I can spend a hope point, and that gives me another d6, yes?
Does.
I forgot about the hope points.
Yeah, so then that is a success.
Before you go, I did want to tell you that there's some rumors about a ghost haunting the abandoned Kingsworthy, so just to be careful.
Well, I will certainly keep an eye out. Thank you very much for the extra information.
A ghost?
Yes, quite scary, but should be fine.
I can add this to my book, and I'm definitely going to run out the door.
Esmeralda, I run after you.
Child. I'm a teenager, thank you.
I feel like Lobelia has definitely pulled the card of like must chase down and monitor the preteen.
As you guys,
between Lobelia and Rory, who are both like, could you not?
Chases after you.
As you guys,
are in their own little world, and they just occasionally exchange glances at the antics of the other three.
running out of the tavern, you guys kind of hop back into the central city before heading off. What are you guys doing? What are you guys looking for? Where are you going?
Well, they mentioned the kids, right?
Yes, up in the North Moors, or in North Farthing, literally just directly north of us is, I believe if we head directly north, that should get us at least in the right area, because that'll take us into the North Moors. And then we, look around for an abandoned structure, and that should be Kingsworthy.
So are you guys headed to the North Moors?
Yes, that is where the children are reported to play. So
okay, who's taking lead?
I can.
Rory, go ahead.
The silence was deafening.
Rory,
I was
go
going to
ahead.
offer, but last time I did,
Esmeralda, if you would allow me, I think that I kind of like walk next to you deliberately, and I try to like engage you in conversation so Rory can slip ahead. Just like, so your book. Tell me about what are you putting in your book?
I have to put all of the stories for all the Tucks. I have to put all my stories in here. That's the only reason that she let me come on this stupid adventure in the first place, is because otherwise they're not going to let me leave, and they want me to marry some guy, and I'm just not ready. I want to tell stories first.
Right. Well, will you tell me some?
When I have stories to tell, yeah. Which is why we gotta go talk to this ghost. I want to go see a ghost so I can put it in my book, and then there goes Rory up in the front.
Yeah, exactly. Damn it. And I think I just keep going like, well, have you seen a ghost? And it's just very much like engaging. And like Lobelia is genuinely interested. It's not like a fake. She loves this Esmeralda's. I love your spirit, and just I'm like, oh, I was raised to be all proper and grumpy, and I feel like I've missed out.
Okay, Rory. Make me a feat die roll.
I would like, if I can, to sneak ahead and see what I can see. Hopefully without setting off a pack of dogs.
Make me a scan check.
A scan check, not a stealth check.
What are you stealthing? You're just gonna go stealth?
Yeah, I'm trying to like sneak in and among to
All
not
right,
set off wild animals.
Do a
I'm
stealth check.
paranoid at this point.
All I picture is Kronk just like
He's making his own theme
Please
music.
enjoy the ASMR.
Ooh, that's sweet dice ASMR.
That's 5 dice, so hopefully it's worth it.
So many.
We shall see.
You have 5.
I'm favored in stealth, and I have 3
Damn.
dots.
Damn.
Rory and I are the same in stealth. We're both favored and have 3 dice.
All right, so that is 10 on the feat die, 1 6, a total of 15.
Okay.
Which well beats my TN.
Rory, you go stealth. The 4 of you don't know where they went.
What the? Rory?
Where did my brother go?
Rory?
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Oh goodness, did the ghost get him?
I hope not.
Well, we shouldn't be anywhere near the ghost yet. It's quite worrisome.
Rory!
Rory?
Can I like grab a pebble or something small and like just like check it behind me at the group?
Go for it.
To not intentionally like attack
Yeet it
them,
at their
obviously,
face.
but just to be like,
Please don't hit me.
hello.
Where
Yes,
does
make me that
come
roll.
from?
Oh, yeah, you throw-
pebbles.
Everyone, make me an awareness check. Minus Rory, not you.
Oh,
Okay.
I was like, what?
Okay.
So Rory is
Awareness.
going to start trying to trace a path.
Ooh, I got a 6 on that.
That's
So
a
that
fail.
is-
Sorry, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
that is a success for Drogo, and I do have a 6.
Okay.
That is a fail for Lobelia, though I did roll a 6, but it doesn't matter.
Meets it, beats it. Thank
Meets it,
God.
beats it.
Fail.
I changed my dice. I don't know what is happening. Bonnie, please help me.
Lobelia and Primula, you guys both think that the pebble is behind you. But Drogo and Esmeralda, you clock that the pebble, you see it pop from out of a bush and land right there. And you could assume why it popped out of a bush, unless you think that it's a ghost. That's going to be your character choice.
I assume that Primula and I have linked arms, and I'm just gonna kind of gently tap her hand and point and like get my fiance on the same page.
If no one tells Lobelia,
I'm gonna tell
freaking
you.
out.
No, I'm gonna come up next to you, and I'm just gonna like.
What?
He's being silly. He's over there.
Oh. Oh. More embarrassed blush.
It's okay. I don't know
Roar.
how he did it, but this time he went invisible. But he's over there.
Okay, thank you, darling.
Rory Mack, you bush camper. Can you roll me a scan check, and I'll allow you to roll a
scan.
favored if it's not.
Intrusive thoughts.
What'd you get?
These Aloysia dice are trying to kill me.
Good.
Sounds like Aloysia.
Why are you rolling Aloysia dice? Good lord.
Because I was trying something new, because the dice last time were kind of meh. And I was trying to give the Aloysia dice a second chance. Because the last time I used them, they were mean to me, and they continue to be mean to me. My brain just completely shorted out. I add the feet die to the d6 total, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, I don't remember math anymore. I completely lost all of this system over the week.
What'd you
I'm
get?
going to add a hope
Okay.
because I'm close, but not there yet.
Okay.
And that's a 6.
Nice. That puts you over.
That puts me well over, yes.
Okay. You don't notice any dogs. The moors are just filled with critters and mosquitoes that kind of buzz around. It's not the most nice of place, which is why most people don't really come here.
Very much hiking up my skirts, using my umbrella to steady myself, getting grumpy when mud goes on my umbrella.
So, Rory, what are you doing in this moment?
We
Sure.
cannot hear you.
Not.
Rory is going to. I'm stealthy. Rory is going to continue to basically press his advantage and just continue to move forward through the
still
moors as best he can be. Like he's even if I hadn't gotten the role, he's going to try to remain out of sight to try to find this group of kids that might exist.
Go ahead and roll me a feat die.
Just one.
Just one.
Since we've been made aware by the pebble, are we going to be able to continue following Rory? Because that is my one concern with one person stealthing ahead, is that the rest of the party may have trouble following.
Yeah. Are you leaving a path for us or anything, or any indication of where you're going?
Yeah, I would think so. Like, Rory has a little bit of the hunter's mind in terms of his, because he has to go and gather food and stuff, and so he's used to moving through natural spaces in that way. So it's more like he doesn't want to spook anything around him, but he doesn't want to lose his group either.
You guys see as Rory moves from dead bush to dead bush, just kind of ducking behind him and grabbing a pebble and just throwing it over it. He is stealthing, like he would sneak up on people, but like he's very obvious to you guys.
Oh,
now
like
that
in
you
pictures,
see him.
just like a flag on a whip on top of his head. It's just like,
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, though. You're stealthing on anyone else, but making us aware of where you are. Got it. I stick very close to, like, Esmeralda, just being like, I am the only one who clearly can't tell what's going on.
What'd you get?
10.
As you guys kind of press forward, you see off to the side a ground that looks otherwise undisturbed. There are signs that a tree has been ripped up from the ground, roots and all. A large depression in the soil can be seen trailing off to the north and the west.
Depression,
all
like
see
it's been
this?
dragged or it walked away.
Depression as in like there's an indent in the ground. Like there, like where the tree roots was is now a bowl.
See, Brain
Okay, I
is
thought it was a
saying,
trail. Okay.
yeah, Brain is just telling me, like, Ent, but that's just because I have Lord of the Rings knowledge, and I think that's what Bonnie's thinking. Do we all see this, Randall, or just
Yes.
I'm
Rory?
very
Everyone sees it.
concerned if there are ants in the Shire.
Yeah.
They aren't supposed to be here.
They're in the
but
North
it's
Moor.
Going to the. It's going to the northwest. Would it be possible for us to, like, if we were to look in that northwestern direction, do we see like more of a path? Do we possibly see the tree?
No, you see a path kind of leading you north, and then you see kind of that dirt kind of trail off into a bunch of more trees off in the distance.
Okay.
That is... What on earth?
Went out of Earth.
What, out of Earth?
what in Middle Earth?
What?
I hate it here. I'm leaving.
I am not certain this is something that we should concern ourselves with at the moment, to be quite honest with you. It's very, I mean, it could very well be that someone has taken a few strong horses and a bit and some rope and dragged the tree away. It could be that, I've read things about trees getting up and walking off.
I have as well, but I've never thought they were around us.
Drogo, go ahead and make me a riddle check.
Ooh. I get 3 d6s for that.
At the suggestion, Rory kind of wants to look around to see if there was a horse and cart or something.
Make me a...
I wildly succeed and also get a 6.
Nice.
It's not
Go
a
ahead and
not a
make
critical
me-
success, but I do get a 6.
That'd also be a riddle check.
For Rory?
Yeah.
Okay.
You recall stories of trees that used to get up from the North Moor, kind of old children's tales told to young hobbits to get them to stay away from this area. So looking at the pattern and with that critical success, you definitely feel like this was a tree that had once been here, got up and said, fuck this, and walked away.
Well, it certainly does look like a tree that got up, said, I do not particularly wish to be in this area anymore, and walked off.
I mean, an entire mood, truly.
Well, there are many stories about trees like this. Children's tales meant to, discourage them from heading into these areas, as it can be, as the further away from the Shire you get, the more dangerous it becomes. We're quite lucky in the Shire to live in a relatively extremely safe area.
Yeah, see, that's why I need to write my stories, because Grand Aunt Lila said that the only way that she would send me off with the Mad Baggins man was if I proved to her that there was nothing scary, but this does not help.
Well, I certainly do agree with you, Drogo, what you said about maybe we shouldn't concern ourselves with this. Rory?
2 6s on the riddle check.
Ooh, nice.
You concur with what Drogo already said.
Absolutely. We're going and looking for a club, not chasing trees through a forest.
And
Yes.
with 2 successes, Rory, you see off in the northwest, some of the branches move eerily.
Oh, Rory, are you quite all right?
We want to move beyond that stand of trees.
Oh,
I'm inclined to agree. Trees that walk are perhaps not something we need concern ourselves with at this time. Certainly not with the meager weapons that we have. Well, Esmeralda does have an axe, but we might want a few more of those if we're going up against trees.
I hold up a sword and go,
But I want to talk to the trees.
Esmeralda, dear, I think it would be perhaps quite nice to talk to the trees at some point. I don't think this is perhaps the time, but I admire your tenacity, and I think that would make a lovely story for your book another day.
The mood. It's okay, bye, trees.
Esmeralda, I feel that perhaps as we walk and make distance from the trees, perhaps when we feel stronger. I mean, I've never even wielded a sword before.
Okay, all right, okay, bye, trees.
Adorable.
You kind of take some time to continue through the North Moors, and it's not too long. It's getting closer to nighttime as you end up at the Kingsworthy. And you see this kind of large stone house with this round tower off to the side. Three of you can make me a lore check.
Let me take a look and see what my lore is like. I only have 1 6, but I am not favored.
Yeah, my lore is not very good.
My lore is actually kind of okay. I'm favored and with two knocks.
I can still roll. I've got 1d6 if anyone's okay with that.
Lobelia, Drogo, and Primula make me a lore check. Because the other two have no dice. You couldn't.
I rolled an 11, so that's only a 6.
Okay. Fail.
So I fail.
Winter.
Well, I rolled a 6 on a d6, but I also rolled an 11 on my feat die.
Okay, well, you all fail. So looking at this large kind of stone house that you see kind of cascading, I say that a lot, kind of just up against this large tower, you're unsure of kind of what type of building this is. Like, what is the purpose of having this structure out here? What was it doing? You guys are kind of unable to determine what it is. But you see that the place is deserted, and you are able to kind of see the door to the stone house is slightly ajar, as if someone had been through here recently.
I was just gonna say we should knock on the door.
I think before you knock on the door, I just go, I could sneak. I could see if I could sneak in and get a peek and make sure there's nothing dangerous. I am positively dying to be useful. I feel like I am just a burden you are all carrying along with you.
Nonsense.
Rory just kind of gestures Lobelia ahead of him.
I would like to stealth and take a look.
Make me a stealth check.
Me picking my best stat for a reason. Okay, so that is 3d6 plus favored. God, I am... No. One short. I'm going to use... No, hope dice. Okay, I used a hope point. I didn't wildly succeed, but I did succeed on the stealth.
Okay. So Lobelia, you kind of duck down and kind of scurry to the side of the stone house where you're able to kind of see through some of the windows. As you peek on the inside, you see that the interior of this house is empty, with long kind of tables that kind of are kind of haphazardly scattered across in different rows.
Can I do a more thorough look around to see if anyone's even in here?
Make me a scan check.
Okay. Can someone blow up my dice, please? My dice are terrible. Thank you.
I cursed it.
While this is happening, can I just look around our surroundings and just keep an eye out?
Pramila, make me a awareness or a scan check. Your choice.
So I just hit the TN, so I'm going to count it for the thank you for blowing on the dice. That is a 12, which is my TN.
The inside of the stone house is empty, but you do notice that settled into the dirt and the dust on the ground is small footprints on the inside of the stone house.
I'm going to gesture to the group, kind of like pop out. And Prim.
I used awareness and I succeeded with a 6 on the D6.
So which one did you do?
Awareness.
You see that the trail, a trail coming out of the front door. You see a little bit of kind of like footprints kind of making their way out, and they lead off into the woods behind the stone house.
I return to the group and I say, well, I saw little footprints inside the stone house, so I don't see anyone in here.
I believe I saw the same footprints. They have gone around to the back of the house.
Oh.
I can see them. Look, just there.
And with your criticals, Primula, you notice that they clearly belong to one or more hobbits.
I do believe they're hobbit tracks.
Interesting.
That makes sense. If hobbit children are playing around here, and if they're small, then perhaps that's what it is.
Well, everyone, do we follow?
I think perhaps we do. I mean, it's getting close to night, so I don't know that the children will still be out and about. You know, have to go home for dinner and make sure, you know. But I think taking a look around would certainly be worth it.
Do you think maybe some of us should stay here and maybe, I don't know, tidy up the house as a place for rest for the evening?
I think I would rather we all stick together. We have heard tell of a ghost here. Should something happen, I wouldn't want to be separated from you.
Oh, darling.
Hot.
You're so cute. I'm dying. How dare you? Well, Esmeralda, Rory, are you in agreement? We go to the back?
So I had a word, but words are gone.
Oh.
I guess I'll take lead then, since I'm the one who noticed the the tracky tracks.
Okay. You need to make me a hunting roll.
I'm gonna use a hope point.
Okay.
It's a D6, right?
Yes.
Nope, still fail.
As you start entering the forest, you realize very quickly just how dense the forest is and how easy it is to get lost. The tracks seem to disappear slightly, and you lose sight of them a little bit.
You're quite all right, Primula.
No, I'm losing the tracks. This forest it's quite dense, and with the oncoming night, it's hard to see.
I think perhaps we may want to turn back and further investigate come morning.
How long will it take for us to return to town?
Oh, I don't mean returning to town. I don't think we can get back to town in time. I mean more returning to the to the building.
I agree. Should we perhaps see if it's safe to spend the night there?
Yes, let's take a look around.
I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's been abandoned. The biggest risk we have is the roof falling in.
And the ghost.
Old tales to scare children. Why do you think the children play here?
Are you a skeptic, my dear Rory Mac?
Absolutely.
I think a certain storyteller would have some words with you. And I kind of give Esmeralda an encouraging look.
Okay, so I have a question. So all the brain thought, just don't.
My endearing charm.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, Bonnie clearly failed their charisma save. Duh.
I know I'm supposed to be the. I was looking at the skills too. I think I'm supposed to be the charismatic player. Fuck. I think we should stay at the house, I think is where I was going with that.
Okay. And just so you guys do have a lot of overlap with your characters because you guys are all hobbits, which kind of puts you guys have a lot of overlap.
I was reading about the Enhearten skill. That's what I was gonna.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, because I have nothing for Enhearten, so hey.
What is?
Enhearten is to instill positive feelings in others,
skills.
urging them to act on the matter at hand. They achieve this mainly through example, charisma, and personal conviction, rather than through the effective use of words, which falls under persuade. This skill can be used on individuals particularly effective in influencing crowds. Player heroes with high Enhearten ratings can be forceful orators, passionate agitators, and well-loved leaders.
I love this.
That's fun.
I have none of it, so I will just stand there and go Esmeralda, go Esmeralda, go.
Would you like to enhearten the group?
To stay at the house, yes.
Okay.
Because I think that is
make me that enhearten roll.
Cool beans. Because I'm favored in it, and then I get 2d6, and I'm gonna go ahead and add an extra hope point because it never hurts.
Yeah,
I
I think
have a very high TN, but
I am very shaky because even though Rory Mac does not believe in ghosts, Lobelia definitely is kind of like,
Yeah, I'm absolutely already on the side of staying in the house. I'm kind of in a similar boat with Rory.
Yeah, Prim is kind of just clinging to Drogo's arm. Like, she's just like,
They're there, dear. They're there.
I like how Primula and Lobelia are just like, I don't want to stay in the ghost house.
well, so that was a 12. So I already beat my TN.
Yeah.
A 12 on the feet die?
Yeah. That's a critical success.
That's a critical
success. Die, and then an additional 11 points. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got a 23, and I needed to beat an 11.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Yeah, I think with your critical success,
you might have you just passed slightly.
I was worried, guys.
What Evelyn just said with with the feet dice alone, you already critted. So
listen, I was worried.
Crit on me, baby.
Only if you ask nicely.
So,
no room for critting, you two.
Only if you beg.
Mm-hmm.
Nobelia sips her iced coffee. Nobelia, it's nighttime. What are you doing?
so you're able to head back to the stone house, and I'll get to that success in a minute. I'm looking up something. And when you guys step inside of the stone house, you see these long tables kind of in order, kind of like they used to be sat at to eat. And then on the opposite side, you see this very big fireplace with a spot above it with these hooks, but nothing kind of sitting in the hook. You see a bunch of different scattered plates and bowls, and small different kind of sticks and leaves kind of floating on the ground. It's very, very abandoned.
Well, I think the first thing we might want to do is get a fire going. And I'll go over to the fireplace and do I have anything with which I can perhaps put a fire in the fireplace? Is there like wood that I can use?
Fireball.
Already there.
Yeah, you could light a
Can
fire.
I cast
Bronze system
fireball?
winter.
Go ahead and make me a crafting roll.
I didn't
Okay.
ask how big the fireplace was. I just said cast fireball.
100%. I think that I'm lingering near the door. I don't want to go in.
Cocked. I definitely do not start a fire. That's a 3, and my DC is 15.
You try to start a fire, but as you are like rubbing the sticks together, it gets hot to the touch and you drop them.
That sounds about right.
I see my fiance struggling, and I'll go over and help.
Ah, thank you, dear.
With
Craft roll.
nope.
Whoops.
you just see the two of us like standing and like kneeling in front of this fireplace, and like we're just taking turns like trying to light it and just
Carmilla
doing
just-
our best.
Camilla huffs. Rory! Come help, please. You're better at this stuff.
I can certainly give it a go. Lobelia, come in. Come help.
I think the wood might be a bit damp.
As Rory says, come in, come help, I look at Esmeralda. I just am like,
I don't know how to start fires.
no, I mean in terms of you rolled an Enhearten check, and I, yeah, because Lobelia does not want to go in.
So I will, in the world's greatest childish manner, I am going to take your hand. We're holding hands now, and I'm just gonna kind of like poke forward because I know it's kind of dark, it's a little damp in there. And then I'm going to lead you into the house and be like, look, it's kind of gross, but it's okay. And even if there is a ghost here, we'll be fine as long as we don't agitate it or call it mean names.
I think because you crit so hard on that freaking check.
Well, I mean, they're bringing you in. The heart and check, I'm still holding on to.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a whole thing. Okay. Thank you for telling me. I think I kind of trepidatiously go in and squeeze Esmeralda's hand and go, I know this sounds counterproductive, but I would very much like to be more like you when I grow up. And I look at Rory and go, all right, I'm in the house now. What?
That's a craft check for the
Correct.
fire. All right, we'll give it a shot here. I'm going to spend a hope just off the bat because that's what we're looking at.
Prim is gonna walk away as Rory comes up and goes up to Lobelia and be like, darling, would you like to help me perhaps clear some space? Maybe set up a little sleeping area away?
I would absolutely love that. Yes, and I'm gonna get to work with you cleaning things up.
I'm standing there watching Rory make a fire. Just
2 points shy with a 6 on one of the dice, but 2 points shy of meeting my TN.
Esmeralda, how are you
So,
at making fire?
How hard is
You
this
are not
to
going to make a fire tonight.
No, I'm gonna say we're done. There's no fire.
Well, we tried.
How many hobbits does it take to light a fire?
So
And therefore we tried, and therefore no one can criticize
you guys
us.
are able to take a prolonged rest, and because there's no fire, you're not going to lose you would because there is no fire, you would have gained a fatigue point. But because of Esmeralda's enhearten, I was going to give you guys back a fatigue point. So we're going to call it a wash at this point.
So we, even with the prolonged rest, we still maintain the fatigue?
Correct.
Okay.
I
So
did a bunch of looking in the book and couldn't figure out how they actually got rid of them, except for at the end of the adventure. And so that's what I'm going with.
okay.
What does a prolonged rest do for us? What do we gain back? What do we...
Taking a prolonged rest recovers all lost endurance points. You gain back all of your endurance points, which you haven't taken
Is
yet.
Okay, so that's it? It doesn't do anything with, like, hope? It doesn't...
Nope. Hope is a pool that you get per adventure.
So we gain
okay.
back the 4 points that we lost during the dog chase.
No.
Nope. You still keep that fatigue.
We're keeping it because we like advantage, disadvantage, so we flat. We're not
Unless you can
losing
prove to me in
anything.
the book where it talks about actually reducing the fatigue, but I can't find anything on it.
So we're not getting a prolonged rest.
You are getting a prolonged rest, yeah. So you're taking a prolonged rest,
Right.
All it does is affect our endurance.
which would affect your endurance if you had lost any. But you haven't been in a fight, so you haven't lost any.
Yeah, so
Okay,
that's
yeah.
that's the only thing a prolonged rest does, unfortunately. It doesn't restore like exhaustion
Yeah.
like D&D does.
Because
Yeah,
fatigue
we're not-
stacks up to endurance.
That's what
It is not subtracted from your endurance.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did. That's what I was while you guys were role playing. I was trying to figure out because I felt like you would get rid of it, but I could not find anything that even talked about how to get rid of it, really, except for like in between adventures.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think you do.
That's that.
That's fun. So real fast question though. So, what does our endurance have to? What number does the endurance have to drop below again?
Fatigue plus load.
Yeah, but that's your current endurance, and what does it have to drop below in order for you to be considered weary?
Load plus fatigue.
Right.
It has to drop below that number, whatever that number is for you.
Plus,
So
Yeah,
what's your load?
So I have a load of 2 and I have a fatigue of 4. So if my endurance, if I get like injured to the point that my endurance drops below 6, that's when I would be weary.
okay, yeah, because my endurance right now is an 11, but that's because I have a load of 5 because an axe is heavier.
Yes.
So if I drop below a 9, then I'm weary.
Correct.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah. You really have 11?
Yeah, I have a fatigue of 4, and then with the leather armor is a load of 3, and an axe is a load of 2.
It doesn't subtract from your endurance.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
So your
Yeah.
endurance. I'm trying to pull up your sheet. Hold on. Esmeralda. So your endurance is naturally at 20. It's in the strength area. So you are at 20 endurance. Then you have your load, which is I think you said 5. So then you have a load of 5. So that would go into the load box, and then you have a fatigue right now of 4. So you have a current total of max 20 endurance. If at any point that 20 endurance drops down, so you subtract from that, and it gets to 9 or below, you become weary.
Okay, so the way it's been sounding to me the entire time is that you have what your number that you're trying not to drop below is the load plus fatigue already, and that's why I was like, what? Because that would have put me at 11.
Yeah. So you're not subtracting the endurance yet. Your endurance stays there until you take damage.
Okay, that's what I needed.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys take a long rest, and a prolonged rest, excuse me. And you guys are headed back out. What are you guys doing?
I think one thing that we ought to do is see if we perhaps now that it's light out, investigate that path we were on, the path of footprints again.
Path of footprints. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's taking lead on the hunting rolls?
Not me.
Rory, Esmeralda.
Is anyone favored in hunting? Does anyone have any dice in hunting? Then Rory,
It's you,
I think
Rory.
you're,
Yeah, I think it's me.
Please, Rory, you're our only hope.
It's you. Hi, you're the hunter.
Rory,
It's you.
you are the only one with points in hunting,
Yep.
by the way.
Yeah, it's me.
Hobbits.
Yep.
Make me that skill check.
I'm gonna set things on fire. That's a failure.
Okay. As you guys start traveling, you hear off into the distance the sound of what sounds like crying.
Oh dear.
Sorry, as a reflex. Make me another hunting check.
Let me get some more dice.
And that took so you guys woke up, let's say 9 a.m. So that first hunting check took 2 hours, and it's about 10 a.m. now.
Okay. And we're still just following this trail of tiny footprints?
Tiny footprints.
Little baby hobbit footprints?
Yep.
That will pass with a 6 on one of my d6s.
You are kind of walking for a moment. That's going to count as 2 successes. You are walking and you kind of stop, pivot, and turn immediately as you see that the footprints are actually you're mixing 2 different types of footprints, and you notice one is a little bit more deeper, as if they were pressed into the ground more recent. I need you to make me one more hunting roll. Well, if you pass, one more, but it is now about 12, about midday.
Prim pulls some jerky out of her purse and hands it around.
Nom. Thank you for the second breakfast.
Short
that was
by
11
2
Ds.
again.
That one is a fail. It is now 2 p.m. Roll again.
I did have a 6 on the d6s, but still short.
It's got to pass.
That was a total of 6.
That fails, so that is 4 p.m. Keep rolling.
Can Prim help? Even though I don't know shit about hunting, can I help?
There's not much helping actions in from what I've seen.
I know that in the book there was an indication of if someone fails, you can step in and do something.
Yeah, you could turn. I think you could turn a roll favored. I don't know if it's favored for Rory already.
It's not.
It's not.
Because maybe Primula could turn it favored.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
That was a success with a 6.
Okay. So it's about, you guys have been running around in the woods, going back and forth, weaving between all of these trees. And it's about 6 p.m. at this point. The sun is starting to set, and it's starting to become a clear and cool night. As you see the waxing moon and a veritable symphony of starlight starting to appear. But you guys are kind of rolling across this lightly rolling landscape and a not so well trodden road. The ground is uneven, and your foot can easily be caught in a hole in hole or your legs grow weary as you plod through the moss-covered terrain. A long yawn escapes your mouth, and you fight off the weight of your own eyelids as you kind of exerted yourself this travel, all while searching for the signs of this wayward hobbit lass. Even in the dim evening light, growing concern, it is evident on that there is something kind of afoot. And you hear off into the distance, much more closer, that crying sound. I'm not going to make you do that because you guys did rest. You hear a crying sound.
I don't know what's happening, but I feel we must go find who's crying.
Rory's going to call out into the woods.
As
Hello?
You call out, you see this this dark-haired hobbit kind of pop up and go, oh, hello? Who's
Are you
there?
quite all right?
I'm
need
not
help?
all right. Yeah, yes. How'd you guys get back here?
Prim goes up and offers him a handkerchief to like wipe his face, and
Oh,
We followed a trail up. What? You mean how did we? I walked. You left footprints.
yes. I mean, it's just so confusing back here. I've been chasing my daughter. They came back here to play, and she didn't come home. Name's Mort, by the way.
Mort, Drogo.
Lobelia.
Primelia.
I'm looking for my daughter.
Where? And you said she came up here to play?
Yes, they were playing that blasted Bull Roarers Club game. They didn't come home one night, and I set out to find them. I haven't told my wife. She'd be so mad.
I'm sure your wife is probably worried. When did this disappearance occur?
Last night. She was supposed to come home last night, and they never did. And so I came out this morning to go find them, and I saw the tracks, but I haven't been able to catch up. I don't know where they are.
Well, here, it's going to be all right. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to help you find your daughter. So,
My dear
it's going
Myrtle, I need to find them.
We will. Let's take it one step at a time. Let's see if we can follow these footprints a bit further. And do you know what type of activities this Bull Roarers Club gets up to? What sort of games do these children play?
I've seen them play it once when I came by. The rules are very wish-washy, but they take clubs and they run around and they smack them together. But if you smack them in a certain manner and you kind of go from a head down and you don't catch it in time, then you get a point which allows you to smack each other in the leg really hard.
Sounds like a children's game.
I like how Drogo and I both said sounds like a children's game.
Sounds like a children's game.
It sounds like fun.
I was going to say, Esmeralda, this sounds right up your alley. I'm not going to lie.
All right. Well, we ought to continue following these footprints first of all. I think that is going to be.
How far into
our
the
best
wood
course.
did they usually go? Did any of the other children tell you?
I don't know why they would go this far. They normally just play up in the moors and then come home at night.
Was she the only one who didn't return?
Yeah.
Okay. Mort, would you like to come with us?
I would really appreciate that. I want to find them. I can't go back to my wife and tell them that I haven't found them. They would lose their mind on me, and I really do like to nurse.
Breathe. Deeper. Oh, goodness.
All right, we'll work on that for now. Rory, could you again, if you're able, lead us on these tracks?
We'd better, yes. Do we have any torches in the pack or anything?
Yeah, you would have a torch kind of carrying along with you to light the way.
All right, let's have that handy as we are into the afternoon now.
Evening.
I think that Myrtle would have went a little bit further north, but I don't know where they would have gone past here. I don't know this area.
Well,
with your you first, Drogo, and then I just have a mechanics thing. Okay, sure. I was just gonna ask, with your permission, if like one of us were to hold the torch, could we give a favored to Rory for his hunting check?
Depends on what type of check you make, but maybe.
Okay.
So what type of check would holding a torch be?
Well, I mean, it depends on what you guys do. There's a few ways to skin the cat here.
Right.
So if you guys want to depends on how you guys are going to look for Myrtle.
Do the footprints end or do the footprints continue?
They do continue.
I recommend we follow the footprints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would like to maybe do, if you guys are following the footprints, because I've got nothing to hunting, either if I could use a scan check to look above to see if there's any disturbed foliage or things like that, like, you know, if a child runs by and like breaks off a branch or something like that.
Okay. Rory, make me a hunting check. Lobelia, make me a scan check.
That's a pass, nothing special.
I'm going to use a hope dice.
Oh, it's a pass. Wow, my brain broke. I don't understand.
That is a success.
Okay. So Rory, you kind of are following the tracks and you see that Myrtle is meandering, kind of going around, and it's not leading them back to Oatbarton. And you didn't get a success? Okay. So that's all the information you get. Lobelia, did you get a 6?
No.
Okay. You realize that as you're looking at some of the tracks, you notice that there's another set of tracks that are following Myrtle.
What do the tracks look like?
Without that critical, you don't know yet.
I look at the ground and I gesture to the group. I go, look, there's another set of tracks. They're following Myrtle.
I wonder if Myrtle got lost. And that's why.
Following these sets of tracks seems to be easier and doesn't require you guys to roll hunting. So you guys are able to follow it if you'd like.
And they follow along with the other tracks.
They do.
Okay.
I say we follow these?
Unless anyone has any objections.
Drogo, actually, Esmeralda,
Hello?
and Drogo, can you make me a riddle check?
Yes.
And Premila, make me a riddle check.
Okay, I don't know. It's going to be. That is a success, and I got a 6.
Nice.
I super succeed with a 26.
Nice.
That is also a success with a 6. I spent a hope die to pass, but then I got a 6.
Nice, well said.
As you guys start following these tracks, you notice that the second set of tracks is a long stride. And you can see that whoever is kind of making these almost feels like they're leading you down to help you in a weird way, like they are intentionally deeper and obvious.
Oh. But we still don't know what they are?
Don't know what they are specifically.
Is it a shoe print or a footprint? Because hobbits don't wear shoes.
It is. Let me double check.
Because I feel like that would at least be fairly obvious.
It's a shoe print.
Oh.
I wonder if this has anything to do with our ghost.
Well, that's interesting.
I don't think ghosts leave footprints, especially ones this deep.
It may not be a ghost, though.
I come over and look and say, so it's not a hobbit?
Well, if it is, it's a very strange one. I've never known a hobbit who wears shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You said it could be the ghost. Are you implying that perhaps someone is faking being the ghost?
Well, it could be that someone is pretending to be a ghost. It could be that perhaps if there is such a thing as a ghost, it's being quite helpful. I'm not really on the side. I'm not going to be the one to determine whether or not ghosts are real. Who am I to say? But, you know, it could be one and the same occurrence. Perhaps our ghost is helpful, or perhaps it's something else. Either way, I think we'd better continue. The faster we move, the faster we find the little girl.
And you said there was ghosts.
We've heard rumor of a possible ghost over at Kingsworthy, and
Oh, yes, but we've never seen anything like it.
fair enough. It could just be rumor, speculation, you know, things to scare the children. Shall we continue on? Or shall we stand around and stare at each other?
Darling, I could stare at you all day.
Thank you,
I'm
dear.
going to keep
Aw.
Esmeralda.
Why are they acting like that?
Because they're in love, darling. You'll understand someday.
Hours of pursuit means that when you see the darker patch, so you guys start following the tracks for quite a while, and you see like hours of pursuit. Hours of pursuit mean that when you see the darker patch of bracken and heather around, the sky has started to turn from the deep blue that you were familiar with to more of the deep blackness of the night, just kind of hitting that midnight type of vibe. You follow Myrtle's tracks for miles now, and you've little doubt that she came this way. As you get closer, you start noticing that the dark patch is not due simply to a different vegetation. There are ancient stones jutting out of the ground, low crumbling walls, hinting that this was once a very different place. A fort, a town maybe. Few hobbits have seen this place, and as you take your first steps forward among these stones, stories of kings and armor-clad warriors fill your minds. Just as you and your fellow conspirators are about to explore the heather-covered ruins, a rumbling growl seems to rise from the ground itself. It's a bellowing shout bearing some resemblance of human speech. Echoing among the ancient stones, you hear a high, panicked voice call out from nearby, "Shoo, you old troll, go away, go!" Breaking from the thicket of brambles, you see none other than Myrtle Mudfoot, who had scrambled up a ruined wall and is swinging a heavy wooden club at a massive creature looking like a grotesque imitation of a large man. It's a stone troll. Between the two of them, leaning wearily against a wall, is a cloaked stranger, hood thrown back to reveal the rugged face of a man with gray eyes, clutching a large bleeding gash across his shoulder that has all but incapacitated him as he desperately tries to keep the monster from reaching the child. The troll is clearly angry and does not seem to have noticed you and your companions. Myrtle, on the other hand, sees you immediately and cries, "Help me!"
I pull my bow.
Yeah, same.
I ready my sword.
Okay.
Welcome to our first combat. Unless you have something else, do you want to do something other?
No, I was just like, okay, it's a troll. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
beat his
go.
ass.
Looking at Esmeralda like, you need a good illustrator for this troll in your book.
It is a big ass troll. All right, time to learn combat for the rest of this.
Let's go.
Where's my book?
Combat should only be 10 minutes. It's going to take us an hour, though, guys. I'm sorry.
It's our first combat.
Bonnie is not wrong.
We are going to do our best.
We're gonna
We're in a fantasy game where walking 3 hours takes 5 minutes, but a 5-minute combat takes 3 hours.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Welcome to the first combat that we've experienced with this at all, which is exciting. Let's start off. You guys are all in the rearward stance, which means volleys can be exchanged. Those with distance weapons can now start with an opening volley.
Hobbit couple.
How do we do that? Let me shoot something.
It's going to be those with bows or a thrown weapon. You guys are going to get 1 round to opening volleys before he closes in on you. So I believe you take a bow attack.
What is the creature's parry so that we know if we
Plus
beat it?
1.
Plus 1. Okay.
So add +1 to all of your TNs.
Okay. To all of our target numbers.
Can those of us who don't have bows possibly do an unarmed throwing stone?
Sure.
Ooh.
You guys can throw a stone, and that would be a word.
It's a brawling with
attack.
1 damage.
Yes.
So apologies. What
brawling-
am I rolling?
So you're gonna roll a feat dice, and then however many ticks you have next to bows.
Okay.
I have 2, so I rolled 2 d6s,
Oh, thanks.
and I definitely I did not get it, and adding a hope would not get me there.
I
What'd
rolled
you
a
get?
12 on my feet dice.
Nice.
And so
That's
that's
my
a total of,
fiance.
18.
Further proving that Primula is the competent one in this couple.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the bows. The one weird thing is there is no initiative order. So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna try to be direct. So we're starting with the bows. Drogo, you shoot and miss. And Primula, you hit critically. How many successes did you have? Do you have any 6s? I should say.
No 6s, just the success on the just the 12 on the feet die.
Okay, so you were able to hit it. How does damage work? Let me double check the bow.
Let me check the weapons.
Bow damage 3.
Yep.
Set of rolls inflicts a damage in the form of endurance lost based on the weapon used. You may inflict additional special damage if you have a degree of success, which you did not. Okay, so you do 3 endurance damage.
What if you're able to answer this, I don't know if it'll be relevant for the starter set version, but the injury column, do you know what that means? I can probably look it up.
Injury column, your wounds?
No. On the if you look at the table with all the weapons on it, there's a column labeled injury.
Let me pull it open.
I'm guessing it's related to like an exceptional success in older D&D, where you could do like lasting injuries if you got a success over a certain level.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So if you get a 6 on the dice, you do have the ability to do a heavy blow, fend off, and pierce. But I don't see anything about injury on there. You exploit your success, gain 1 parry, spend 1 success with that. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see it, and it's not even in the glossary. So fun. It's also
So
not on the
going
cards. Oh, yeah, it
with
is.
what Rory said, can the other 3 of us throw rocks?
Yes.
Okay.
So for
I'm
the
gonna
three of
roll.
you, go ahead and make me. I'm going to keep looking up into injury. Go ahead and make me and tell me who succeeds.
Fail.
So,
I
Journey,
also
if
failed.
I'm understanding this correctly, is it a feat die and then is it just a feat die?
The
You're muted.
So it's a brawling thing. So whatever your highest proficiency in weapons is, it's going to be that many d6s minus 1.
Okay. So I want to make sure I was understanding that. I rolled a 7. I don't know how combat works. This is hard.
So what
You're
is your
still rolling
strength
against
target
your-
number?
Oh, no, I failed that. We're good.
So you all three failed your rock throws, right?
I mean, I have to meet a 17, so yeah.
To meet a 15,
Fair.
and I got an. Actually, I want to spend a hope point. Hang on.
Yeah,
Wait, 'cause I'm close.
I got a 16 TN, and the guy adds 1, so I have 7. I have to meet 17 to hit this guy.
I met. I met.
All right. So you're gonna do.
Did you get a total of 15? Because he does have the +1, so it would be 16 for the.
Oh, you're fucking right.
Oh,
No, I
rude.
did get a 16.
Yay!
7 plus 9.
Any
Excellent.
6s?
No,
No. Okay.
I wish.
All right.
So
This is reminding me deeply of Thaco, and it hurts.
Wait. Question. +9?
yeah, 7 plus 9.
Did you use a
D16.
Did you use a 12 or did you use a D12 or a D6 for the hope point?
A D6.
Oh.
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
There was already added in there.
Oh, okay. I'm don't listen to me. I'm easily confused.
Look, math is hard, all right? Math is
Math-
freaking hard.
Is hard. I have
Yeah.
no clue what the injury number is.
And then
Yeah,
the double
I know
set,
we had
that's what's
briefly.
the alphabet
I know we had briefly talked about this last time, but we can use 1 hope point per roll. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I had that right for me.
Because I
I'm
messed
pretty
that up
sure I
last
figured
time.
it out. Magic.
What is
The
it?
injury that's listed is similar to a save DC. So characters hit by a piercing blow must immediately roll a feat die plus a number of success dice equal to the protection value of the armor worn. The target number for the roll is equal to the injury rating of the weapon used by the attacker. So
Oh, it's in the
that is
piercing.
our save DC. That's the TN for the defender to roll against if we land a blow.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
A piercing blow specifically, which you
Yeah.
have to have a critical
One
success
of the
to do.
fancy ones. Yeah.
So if you get a 6 and you turn it into a piercing blow, you can then make them roll an injury check.
Yes. So
Ooh.
some bows and arrows start flying off, and rocks are flown, and it like half of it hits. You see is kind of like an arrow lands and a rock hits him on the head as he kind of turns right towards you guys, kind of disengaging with Myrtle. And you see Mort hiding behind a tree. He's not going to be helpful. You are now engaged with him as he comes up to you and starts running up to you guys. So
I pull out my sword.
I need to know who's in close and who's going to stay back.
Close.
Yep.
Ranged, baby.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Nope.
Yeah, we
Couple
are.
range.
We're gonna. The two of us are gonna just hang back and shoot from a distance.
There are at least
Yeah.
2 other adventurers, so you both are going to be ranged. Okay.
The couple that shoots together.
Stays together.
That's what Prism said. Yeah, the couple that shoots together stays together.
So you three in close combat, you need to pick a stance: defensive, forward, or open.
Wow, I missed that part entirely. Do you mind explaining to the chat and to me what those
So
mean?
when you're in close combat, you get to choose a stance for each round of combat. Combat usually starts the player characters, then goes to the enemies. And that just goes back and forth. There's no initiative. It's just kind of like them then us, or us then them. The stance that you choose, if you do open, you have no advantage or disadvantage. But there are different combat tasks like rally comrades for open. If you are doing forward close combat, your attack rolls gain 1 dice, and all close combats against you also gain 1 dice. You can also do a combat task called Intimidate Foe. The last thing is defensive. All close combat attacks aimed at you lose a dice, and all attack rolls lose 1 dice when you are attacking them. So it's kind of like, so it's basically no advantage, gain 1 dice, but they gain a dice, or you lose a dice and they lose a dice.
I am going to take a forward stance.
I would probably take an open stance.
Okay.
I'll grab defensive then.
Alrighty. So we are going to start with the bows first. So Drogo and Primula, go ahead and make me a bow attack.
Okay.
Rearward. I hate ours. Rearward starts first.
Nope.
Oh no!
Nope.
Nope.
You see 2 more arrows just pop up and land into the 2 trees beside you, but not land like fall down. It kind of gets stuck into some leaves like are above.
Randall, do we have a certain number of arrows that we need to keep track of, or is this like an infinite supply kind of?
We're gonna
kind
get
of
infinite
deal?
supply.
Infinite quiver.
We're not doing survival Hobbit.
All
So
right.
infinite supply.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a narrative amount of arrows.
Lobelia?
My question is, for forward stance, the combat task is Intimidate Foe. Is it either attack or intimidate, or can I do both?
It's either or. It's an action.
Okay, I'm gonna attack then.
Okay. Are all 3 of you attacking?
I guess I don't know. So what does it mean to rally comrades?
Rally comrades, let me double check, but I'm pretty positive you're going to help give them advantage.
Okay, so combat task, rally comrades, open stance. Fighters keeping an open stance are always heedful of their surroundings and may attempt to rally their comrades when the battle is wearing them out. Only one player or hero may choose to rally comrades at any given round. To do so, the acting player must make it a heart roll. Okay, on a successful roll, all members of the company fighting in the forward stance gain 1d on their attack roll to the following round. So the roll produces a single success icon. It's a little T. Then also all those fighting in open stance gain the same bonus. So if I successfully in Heart and Lobelia, then what I'm understanding is that we both gain an additional die to the following round. If the roll produces 2 success icons or more, the bonus is applied to all player heroes fighting in close combat.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So if I succeed, like, so if I get a 6 on my roll, then
It applies to everyone in combat.
okay. Right quick, because we do have 3 different we've got 3 different close combat. Defensive player assuming a defensive stance may choose to protect another hero fighting in close combat. On a successful roll, the next attack aimed at the protected hero loses 1d6 plus another 1d6 for each success rolled. So that's Journey is playing a lovely defensive tank. Tipsy is the Intimidate Foe. Brave warriors fighting in a forward stance can attempt to intimidate their foes to make them waver, break, or even flee. You would make an awe roll. On a successful roll, the enemy's morale has been shaken and all opponents with Might 1 are weary on their next attack roll. If the roll produces a single success icon, then also all adversaries with Might 2 suffer the same penalty. If the roll produces 2 success icons or more, the penalty is applied to all adversaries in the fight.
Thank you. I'm definitely going to use that next round then because I am favored in awe.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the rally comrade thing because I am better with bows than axes.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and I will do that. Thingamajigger.
So I already have a 6 added to my attack because it's forward. So if you succeed on this, then I get another 6.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a D6.
I passed, but I want to see if I can get if I can add a 6, because I'm always going to. I've got to do the hope point pool is huge.
Yeah, use those hope points.
Hello.
Did you get a 6?
I sure did.
Yes.
So you are both favored on the next attack roll.
So we're favored, and I add a D6.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! So just to let you know.
Well, you add a D6. You not favored. Excuse me. You add a D6.
Okay. I was very excited.
So you get 2 D6.
So I have 4. So what I'm gonna do is what do you Esmeralda? I look at you. I was like, fighting. Yes, Evelyn.
I believe this would be the next round, not the same turn.
Okay.
Yes.
So I attack regularly this round, and then next round I get the extra D6.
Yes.
So I think as I go into attack, Esmeralda, I'm also like looking back at you because I'm just like
dehydrated. So yay.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my attack because that is what I'm doing. So that's 3d6 and a feat dice, and I got a 6. That is that a success? Let me check. 9, 15, 18 is a success. And I have 1 6. As Lobelia like just goes and lashes out with the sword.
You get a 6. You're using a sword. So would you like to do a heavy blow or fend off? You need 2 6s.
Okay,
to
so
do
fend off is, for those of you listening, heavy blow. You hit your opponent with great force and precision. You spend 1 success icon to inflict to your target an additional loss of endurance equal to your strength rating. Or fend off, I exploit my successful attack to place myself in an advantageous position and spend a success icon to gain a parry modifier of +2. Because I took the forward position and he gets another D6 on me, I am going to use fend off. So you see me attack him and then immediately like throw my sword in front of my face and just go, is this how you do it? Esmeralda, Rory, is this how you do it?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you're doing great.
So that is 3 endurance taken off from that attack.
Okay. Plus
I get +2 to my parry. So when I hit,
you did fend off, right?
Yeah, I did fend off. So basically, I got 3 endurance taken off just for the hit because short sword is 3. So I did 3 damage, and then I fend off, so I get a plus. Yeah, blah blah blah.
Thank you. Rory?
Rory is going to defend. That means I need to make a battle roll, which I have been trying to figure out what my dice is for that, and it's not.
Battle is in heart.
Quickly.
If you look under heart, it's under courtesy.
Oh, it's at the bottom, of course. This is not what I should be doing.
Oh. Battle is rough.
Battle is also rough for me. I've got nothing.
This is why we needed the dwarf.
Yeah.
That's a Gandalf rune.
That's exciting.
Yay!
Nice. So you succeed your defensive stance. So on a success roll, the next attack aimed at a protected player loses 1d, plus another d for any success icons. Did you have any success icon?
I did not. I had to spend a hope to even beat my.
All right, nice.
TN. So.
If you roll a critical 12, does that mean you automatically succeed even if you don't meet the TN?
Correct.
Got it. Just making sure.
That is an automatic success.
Okay.
Automatic TN mean. I don't know.
So just for heads up, so you don't have to use hope points if you got a 12.
I didn't have any dice in battle.
So you went ahead and just used one anyway. Got it.
But that's nice to know moving forward.
For sure. If you crit, you don't need to use a hope dice. But I was going to say that, who are you protecting, Rory, me or Esmeralda?
Probably Lobelia, because Lobelia moved in for the first attack.
So he loses the forward D6 that he would have gotten on me from being forward. Hey, thanks, Rory.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so it's his turn. After all of that, he is going to crush. That's his goal. He's going to crush. And he gets an Eye of Sauron, which for him means he automatically succeeds because he's a monster.
Nifty.
Which means he is going to go ahead and do 2 damage to Lobelia.
I think, yeah, Rory, even as you protect me, as he hits me, you just hear me go, ah, I hate this.
So that just -2 to your endurance, of course.
Yep.
And then we'll go to the next round with a set off of bows again.
Okay. Let me, there's so many pages to have up. I don't know where they've all gone. Okay. What I am actually personally going to do is I'm going to prepare a shot. So player heroes fighting in a rearward stance may take the time to aim carefully and get a clearer shot at their targets with their ranged weapons. To do so, the acting player makes a scan roll as the main action for the round. On a success, I gain an extra dice on my next attack. Plus another for each success icon rolled. I'm going to just automatically just use a hope because I don't get much for scan, but I have been rolling really poorly on the actual attack, so that was a waste of a turn. Nope.
Did you get it?
Nope. That's 4. That's a straight 4.
Rip.
That definitely does not beat a 13.
Cool. Pramila, did you succeed?
I critically succeed with a 6.
With a 6, and you're shooting, right?
I am.
Okay, so with that,
I'm so excited to marry that woman.
That's my fiance.
She's so much cooler than me.
You can either make a heavy blow or a pierce.
God, sorry, what was the difference again? I don't remember. Hold on.
So I was just looking at this. The heavy blow, you have hit your opponent with great force and precision. Spend 1 success icon to inflict your adversary an additional loss of endurance equal to your strength rating. Raise the loss of endurance by an additional +1 if you're using a 2-handed weapon. That part doesn't apply because we're using bows. And then pierce is you have hit a less protected part of the adversary's body. Spend 1 success icon to modify the feat die numerical result of your attack by +1 if using swords, +2 if using bows, and +3 for spears. Wait, that's not piercing blow. Piercing blow is its own bigger thing. Oh God.
Pierce is you have hit a less protected part of the adversary's body. Spend
that's what
1 success icon to modify a feat numerical result of your attack by 2, thus possibly triggering a piercing blow.
So the piercing blow is
This was the bit I was reading earlier.
an attack roll produces a piercing blow on a 10 or Gandalf result on the feat die. Characters hit by a piercing blow must immediately roll a feat die plus a number of success dice equal to the protection value of the armor worn. The target number for the roll is equal to the injury. Yeah, this is what you were talking about, the injury rating. And if the roll fails, then the target of the attack has received a life-threatening blow, a wound. So you can either raise the loss of endurance, or make this guy or make the troll roll to see if they get a wound. Am I understanding? Am I reading this correctly?
That's the way I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
And shit, I don't know what to do. What's better?
You want advice?
I would go for the wound. If you have it available to you, I would go to the wound. Because
That was my
traditionally
thought.
that takes 2 D6 critical successes. But since you have the critical success with the Gandalf rune, then
It's not
You've
that it
got
takes
it
2
at
critical
your
successes for that. It's if you have a bow, it only takes 1 critical success, and if you have a sword, it takes 2.
Correct.
you're right. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that. I'll make him
Yeah,
bleed.
if you guys get successes, you guys get much more opportunity to pierce because of the arrows.
2 wounds kills anything.
Nice.
Well then, I'm gonna make the troll bleed rocks. Mud.
You make that
What's
troll
the
bleed rocks
injury
when you
on
laugh.
the bows?
Injury on the bow is 14.
Okay.
So magic has to roll to try to beat that 14.
14.
Yeah.
And what do I roll?
To
1
avoid
feet height
injury.
plus any on their protection, which is 0 because they have no
Ooh.
protection. So I just have to crit success or nothing. I shit you not. I crit successed.
You mother.
I swear.
Mad at you. Mad at you. Well, I mean, just roll.
It's in
Oh,
there.
just roll. Oh, we're supposed to believe you.
It's this one.
We believe you, but we're mad about it.
I got excited.
I'm very mad about it.
So he is not
Premila.
wounded.
But at least you did some damage.
He did do some damage. How much damage was that? 3?
3.
All right, I'm starting to see how this works. Okay. Now the 3 up close people. What stance are you doing?
Forward again, please.
If you're in forward, you get, well, it doesn't matter what stance you're in, you get advantage because of Esmeralda.
I get to add 2 d6s.
2d6s.
Because one of them is from Esmeralda and one of them is from being forward. He just now has an extra d6 on me.
But he doesn't because of defense.
That's right. He actually doesn't have an extra d6 on me because Rory has... What did Rory do? Did you jump in front of me?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm just looking at Esmeralda like, I am inspired by you.
All right, so make me
You're
a
muted,
check.
Dwarf. You said something.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the open stance, but I'm gonna go ahead and attack because I also get an extra dice as well.
Okay, so go ahead and make me those rolls. I think you're all 3 of our attacking, it looks like.
Yeah, and Rory's actually going to shift to forward stance to gain an additional attack roll this round.
Okay, go ahead and make me those rolls. Tell me who succeeds and if you get any successes.
3, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
I'm
16.
so sorry. Did that give us favored or no?
It's not favored.
From
You get
last
an
round.
additional d6.
Okay.
I interrupted with dog.
Oh my
Hello,
gosh.
dog.
Oh my
Adorable.
gosh.
So I hate this. I used a hope point. I got a 6. My strength TN is 16. He has a +1, which means my TN is 17. I failed by 1.
Dang.
I crit +6.
Yes!
You got 1/6?
Well, yeah, I got 1/6. I crit for +10 technically, but I rolled 1/6.
Okay. Would you like to do a heavy blow? What are you using? What are you using?
An axe.
So you can only do a heavy blow or fend off.
I suppose I. Hang on. I don't. Combat is weird, but I like it.
A mood.
I knew that it would
Fend
take a
off.
second to get used to, which is I'm glad that they give you like one enemy.
You exploit your successful attack to place yourself in an advantageous position. Spend 1 success icon to modify your parry rating for the round by using +1 using axes and all brawling weapon, +2 swords or heavy blow. To inflict additional loss of endurance equal to your strength rating. I guess a heavy blow.
Cool. So how much damage does your axe do?
Axe does 5.
Plus
Nice.
your strength, which is 2. So you'll do 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, my sword glances off and
How would you
I
like to
move out
describe
of
your
the
axe
way.
hit?
Wait, what?
You want to describe your axe hit?
Please do.
Oh, sure. I thought I was like, wait a minute, did I just kill it?
No.
I was like,
Not quite.
what?
I love seeing this child with an axe. Let's go.
I know. Who gave the baby an axe? Who gave the baby an axe? Clearly the Mad Baggins.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I suppose,
baby.
like, yay! Oh, it's not really working. Wait, no, it's working! And I'm just gonna, like, wildly run towards this troll with a giant axe in my hand, and I'm just, like, running at him. And I imagine it probably looks a little gangly because, like, I'm not a fighter. It just, I don't know, I'm gonna swing it down and I'm gonna ankle biter it.
Nice job.
Whap!
And a kitty. We're spoiled. Rory, what did you pass?
I did succeed, and I have a 6 as well.
Yay!
Would you like to heavy blow or fend off?
Heavy blow, I think.
Okay. So you are Rory. What's the damage of what you're using?
3 for
Plus
the sword.
4.
Plus 4.
So you do 7 damage. And how do you do this damage?
Rory is going to actually kind of was going in a defensive stance from the last round, and so Rory like rears up and just chops downward on the troll's kneecap.
Okay.
Because trolls are tall.
Getting hit by the kid, they're gonna go for Esmeralda.
Everybody's the same height when you kneecap them.
And you were in forward stance, right?
It was an open stance.
You were in open stance.
You neither have advantage nor disadvantage. It's just flat.
All right, we'll make a flat roll. What's your strength, TN?
15.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Meets it, beats it.
Yep.
So I'm going to do... I need to learn how to do this better. I'm going to do 6 damage to you.
So then that lowers my endurance.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
So you should be at 20, so that'll put you at 14.
14. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That is the end of that combat round. Back to the top with the bows.
I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a hope point on my attack. I'm not even gonna bother doing the scan check things because I don't have anything in scan. So
I also am going to use a hope point. Oh, my cat.
I am rolling so not good. So that's nope. That's a miss.
Oh, no.
Poor
Premiela?
Drogo.
No, I missed.
You guys need to stop looking at each other. There's a stone troll in front of you.
Troll? Stop making hard eyes.
Drogo is trying to like look cool in front of his fiance. It is not working.
Please do not
But
draw
I
the bow
imagine
behind
it's
your head.
endearing. No, he's not. Oh, he's not bold enough for that. No, he's just trying to notch the arrow and is having a lot of trouble. The bowstring is a little too tight for him. He's like doing his best.
Amazing.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
He's just a little guy.
Lobelia, what are you doing?
I am taking the forward stance and I am intimidating foe.
Okay.
So you see that as I don't hit with the sword, but I see how much damage Esmeralda does and the damage that Rory does. I step forward and I brandish my sword in one hand and my umbrella in the other, and I say, "We may be small, but you've seen how much damage my friends can do, and we will kill you if you proceed." I get advantage on awe because I'm favored, and I'm going to use a hope point. So this is 2d12 and 3d6.
Okay.
I have to hit a 16.
Okay.
That is a 12 on the dice, so I succeed and I get a 6.
You got a 12?
I got a 12, so I critically succeed. I got a 6 on the dice. The total I got was 25.
Okay, cool.
Heck yeah.
So Billy just stands there like, like points at Esmeralda with the axe, points at Rory like, they're gonna kill you.
Sword in one hand, umbrella in the other. She's ready.
And like really like showing Esmeralda with like the blood covered axe. Like, come on. Like Rory also did well, but Esmeralda like really kicked ass with that axe with that 7 damage.
And did you have any 6s?
Yeah, I had 1 6.
1 6. He is wearied. Esmeralda, your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the open stance for the rally comrades.
Okay.
Because that's favored and heartened plus the 2d6, and we're gonna spend a hope point. Because if I can get 2 6s, then it doesn't matter whatever position Churney takes, then you would also get your additional dice. So we're gonna. Okay.
What does it look like when the troll is wearied, Randall?
For a moment, he kind of just breathes heavily and looks at you guys, kind of pulling his fist out. He kind of looks at all of you, a little shaken by the amount of hobbits that have appeared.
So many hobbits, and one of them is yelling at him. Stop it!
Well, you guys are successfully rallied, but I did not crit in any direction, so there's no advantages for anybody.
Okay.
But you have successfly been rallied.
So does that mean that we what does that mean?
I guess I didn't critically succeed. So
only the people in I believe it's forward stance.
They'll get the thing.
Thank you. I'll take that extra d6.
So yeah. So Churney, if Churney picks forward stance, then they will also get it. If not, if you go back to the defensive stance, though, then you do not get any of my special.
Hurrah!
Hoorah!
Hoorah!
Rory, what are you doing?
You're muted.
You're unmuting.
That's par for the course at this point. Okay, so yeah, I will stay in forward stance then. So I gain a d6 to attack.
That's next round, right?
You gain 1d6 for being in
Next
forward.
round.
Next round.
Next round.
Yeah, next round.
It'll be plus yours next round, but being in forward gives you 1d.
Yeah. So if you pick forward stance, then you can apply 1d next time.
Okay. And being in forward stance this round, I get my forward stance
1d.
1d6 from last round. And then I also get one from rally. Or I get the one from rally next round.
The rally is next round. You just get your normal forward stance for this round.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So like if you're attacking, I'm behind you rallying, so your next attack.
Fantasy Animal Vegan just asked what are each of our catchphrases when we attack, and mine is stop it.
Amazing.
Not applicable.
Ouch.
I don't do catchphrases.
I don't
help.
All right, that is a success, but nothing fancy.
Okay, so you're hitting?
Yes.
And what's your damage? 5?
Yeah. It was strength plus weapon, right?
No, that was during your heavy blow. It's just weapon right now.
3.
Okay. All right. It's going to be their turn. They are going to do their catchphrase, which right now is "Whoa!" And they're going to attack. Who landed a hit? Rory. For landing in a hit, they're going to kind of swing towards you. So they gain +1 dice for that. Do you guys have a defense?
No.
No.
We get a leather shirt.
Oh yeah, we do.
Well, you have the protection, right? So what is your strength modifier? Or your strength TN?
TN 14.
Okay. The shirt now that we understand piercing, because we've actually done battle, if I pull back up the card somewhere, of course it's the last one. I love my life. What? Where is it? The shirt gives you protection against pierce because it's protection. It's not like it doesn't add your TN. But shields do add to your TN because it adds parry. So I got an 8, 9, 10, 16 plus a 6. So I am going to use heavy blow with my fists because I don't have any weapons on me. And I'm going to do 12 damage to you. As you see kind of Rory just get smacked across into a tree.
Okay. But that's the initial damage, not the heavy blow damage?
That is with the heavy blow.
Okay. Does heavy blow have a protect on it, or is it just pierce?
Just pierce.
Okay.
Because a pierce is going to give you a wound. 2 wounds kills you.
Okay. That's half my endurance.
As you guys see, Rory just kind of get pumped up against the tree log next to them and just like battered across. It's going to go back to the top of the round with Drogo.
Prim just goes white at seeing her brother just get smashed.
Yeah, Drogo's sorry, I didn't mean to smack the mic. Drogo's like, that's my future brother-in-law. I'm not happy. I'm gonna use a hope point and try and do my best.
You can do this, Drogo!
No, he can't.
Oh,
Oh, he can!
I told you!
Any 6s?
That's a critical success and a 6.
Nice. So you can choose to pierce or heavy blow.
Okay.
Jogo finally figured out his shit.
Yeah.
Seeing Rory get smacked against a tree.
Okay, I want to do a pierce.
A pierce. Okay. What is the injury number on the bow?
14. Target, injury rating. If the roll fails, the target receives a wound.
Oof. I got a 4, 5, 6. So he has 1 wound. What is the damage that you do? 3, right?
3, yes.
He still takes the damage, but you also land a wound right into. You see as the bow kind of slips right in between 2 of its rocks, and you see kind of this ooze start kind of dripping down the side of its leg.
It's mud.
Primula.
Yep.
They're coming for you.
That's
Well,
sorry,
me,
I
I
think that was
swear.
on my end.
They found you, Evelyn.
New York, baby.
Prim, did you pass or fail?
I didn't even roll.
Too busy worried about the cops.
Come on, darling. Give us a.
I
Give us another
definitely
wound.
failed. I rolled an 11.
How the tides have turned.
So I'm just gonna say, like, for flavor, she's just so in shock that she just like stands there and just doesn't even shoot. She's just like, my brother.
Suddenly we're in for way more than we expected.
Okay. Out of the 3 close combats, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
Because mine's easy. It's fighting. Where is it? Okay, that's what I wanted. And we're gonna tack on a hope point. Just.
What stance are you in?
I'm
Open?
still in the open stance. I'm forever.
This is the roll where we get the rally die, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The dice shaking noise is great.
Okay. Well, I critically hit.
Okay. Auto success.
Yeah, but I mean that's it. I didn't no 6s, just the
Okay.
12.
How much damage do you do? 5?
5.
Can you tell me how you kill this stone troll?
Yes! Shit. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, well, how does one kill a stone troll as a hobbit? I suppose I'm just, again, so my battle cry is incoherent screaming because I really don't know what I'm doing. Incoherent screaming. I'm running around with my walking stick and an axe. It's just like freaking out. I'm just gonna like walk up to him and I'm just gonna like swing my arm and it's right. The axe is heavy and I'm like, okay, and we're gonna come right back down. Same place where Rory hit him in the knee, and this time I'm gonna like slice through the back of what I can only assume is his thigh, and the mud and blood spew everywhere, bleeds out on the ground. I don't know if it's mud or blood, so yeah, so he's been murdered.
It's my blood.
Oh my god. You see that, like, Lobelia, who was standing there screaming, stop it, then just goes, oh, good.
And with that, we are out of combat. Go ahead, Drogo.
I was just gonna say, well done, all. That was, Rory, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm running over to
Rory. Make sure he's okay. Like, brother, are you okay?
I'm better.
Myrtle is going to run up to Esmeralda and just give you a big hug. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Of course. Feelings. Body doesn't know feelings. You're welcome. Are you okay? Are you okay? More importantly, can you tell me about this game? I have questions.
What game?
The game that they brought me all the way up here so I could find out about this game with this club that you're holding. Do you mind if can I look at it?
Yeah, I found it on the mantle of that big house.
Oh, well, we were in the big house, and no wonder your tracks came out. We followed your footprints. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Yeah, here. And they hold up this very kind of long club that has this like this bend to it as it hits this big mallet head. And what's unique about this is that there is a hole at the bottom of the club
Interesting.
that you could probably blow into.
Can I take the club from the other child?
Go for it. Yeah, they're handing it to you.
Oh, cool. Okay, now we have the club. Yay!
Cool.
I'm not blowing into it.
The dad comes careening out from behind the bushes, leaves in their hair, and just like tackles their kid to the ground. I was so worried about you. But we're gonna go ahead and go to Drogo.
I'm seeing that Prim is taking care of Rory. Esmeralda has things going with the kid. I want to walk over to this mysterious man with the gray eyes and be like, excuse me, sir. Are you all right? You seem to have a pretty nasty shoulder wound there.
Throwing back his hood with one arm clutching his shoulder, the cloak wanderer reveals himself. He has long gray-brown hair and a bright, steely eye. He smiles through the pain of the wound as he suffered at the claws of the troll. It is not often that I find myself needing protection, less often that it should come from the form of you little wondrous folk. It would seem I still have much to learn.
May I ask what you're doing all the way out here?
Absolutely. My name is Halbarad. I'm a ranger. Although that title
Drogo,
may
nice
not...
to meet you.
Oh, pleasure to meet. That title might not tell you much. Suffice it to know that I, like yourselves, was searching for young Myrtle for two reasons. First, for fear that she might be in true danger. Second, because she took something that I was meant to guard. I certainly didn't expect a burglar like Myrtle. She fooled me.
Ah, you must be the ghost we've heard about over at Kingsworthy. Though clearly I can see you're not truly a ghost, though should that shoulder wound get any worse, you may just end up one, but we'll make sure that doesn't happen. This club, the club that Esmeralda now seems to be looking at, what is it?
What Myrtle
Beyond
took
the
from
obvious.
Kingsworthy is indeed a rare relic, a token of an ancient past best forgotten. It was hidden in plain sight and has remained safe for a long time. until today. But now I think I have found someone worthy of its safekeeping. I think that if you have it, it may be in better hands than mine. Now, if you would be so kind as to see the Mudfoot's home, I'm certain they have a fine meal waiting for them. I have wounds to tend to, but I hope that this will not be our last meeting.
Make sure you clean it well. And I'll shake his hand again.
He shakes your hand, quickly turns around, and within a matter of seconds, the shadow of the ranger disappears.
Lobelia had been walking towards him to see if I could heal him, and I go, all right.
He's gone. He's minded his own business. He's leaving.
Then I'm going to go over to Rory and see if I can help heal, because I have
Absolutely.
healing.
Sure, go for it.
But I saw Rory's hand up.
It was to approach the ranger.
I think I'm going to go up to Rory and try to open up my bag and see if there's anything medically I can do. Can I roll a healing check? I don't know if that does anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get 1 and I'm adding a hope point. That is a fail.
Okay. It does nothing.
I just go,
Prim, did you pack any bandages with you?
Muted.
I see you are very excited by this prospect as you dig through your backpack.
It's on Drogo's back. Drogo's still got the 2 backpacks.
You're still
You are
muted.
muted, my dear.
Winter, you're totally muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Hey, I just made it over my 1 and I rolled a 6.
Nice.
Cool. So you were rolling healing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Rory gained back 2 endurance points. You can only heal someone once per day, from what I remember reading.
I'm going to walk over to the Mudfoots and I see Esmeralda has the club and I say, we would be, I believe, happy to escort you safely home.
That would be great.
I know that I yelled very loudly at that troll, but that is not normally my personality, I assure you.
You guys, you did well. And I appreciate you getting back my young Myrtle as he kind of ruffles their hair just a little.
I look at Esmeralda and I kind of whisper, did she tell you about the rules of the game yet, or?
No, but No, I didn't really ask much, but I have a thing.
You do. Great. Well, let's get a move on, shall we?
Yes.
I have a thought. I wonder if the club we were looking for is in fact not a social club, but in fact the very club you now hold.
I had always assumed it was a wooden club.
Always assumed it was a wooden club.
Did you think it was a social club, Drogo?
I totally thought it was a social club.
I thought it was a club of benders, a little social club.
I look and I go, wait, was it clubbing? The thing that did you not think it was what?
I thought it was a small gathering of people.
No!
Buddy!
I like how Rory, Esmeralda, and Lobelia are just like, no, it was the physical club.
The game designed was you were running around and hitting each other with a small stick. I assumed it was the club.
Rory is hauling himself to his feet and leaning heavily on the shillelagh that he got from Bilbo, and just looks over at his brother-in-law looks over at Prim, who is agreeing with him for some unknown reason, and just goes, suited for each other then, all right.
Here,
I go up
Rory,
to
let
Rory.
me help you, and I'll give you a shoulder to lean on.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think that
the club you are holding all along. The treasure was was the friends you made along the way.
the treasure was the club that we formed along the way.
Listen, I'm easily confused. That's the theme of today.
You suck.
The sincerity at which you both were like, I thought it was a social club.
I think while the couple helping Rory, I hang back with Esmeralda and I'm just looking at the club and I say, well, it is took, should rightfully be in your hands then.
Yeah, it should be, but I'm gonna get it back. Don't worry. But I think we should probably go home. I'm very tired.
Well, the Mudfoots did say they might have a meal for us. Maybe we can see if they could allow us to spend the night.
The morning, you mean?
Is it morning?
Midnight.
I thought
You started the fight at midnight, so...
Well...
Tons of travel ahead of you.
If we want to be pedantic, Rory, but we still should go to sleep.
As you guys gather your stuff and head back, dropping off the Mudfoots at Oatborton, heading on your way back to Bag End, you make all of this travel fine. A lot of travel and a lot of talking. Esmeralda, you do find out the details of this game that I won't describe because I don't know what they are. And you guys find yourself back in Bag End. And when you guys arrive back at Bilbo's hobbit hole, you see a figure knocking on the door. And the door opens and you hear, Bilbo, you old rascal! You told me to drop by for tea time anytime. Here I am. The dwarf pauses with a grin and collects himself before offering a polite smile. Forgive my exuberance. Balin, son of Húrin, at your service. With a bow, he casts an all-knowing smile at Bilbo. What kind of trouble have you gotten yourself into, my little burglar?
Oh, we can tell you stories about the trouble that he's getting us into.
Certainly.
With that, we're going to end today's session. There are a few things I will say. One, the club is going to be given back to the Madam House. Bilbo is going to take it and give it back to the Madam House. It is not a functional item. But Bandobra's Borora Took used this massive club to win the Battle of the Greenfields and defeat the Goblin warlord Golfimble. The legend has it that one blow from this great club knocked the Goblin Sheed's head off and sent it sailing into the far-off rabbit hole, winning the battle and inventing the game of golf at the same time. At the end of the adventure, Bilbo keeps this club at Bag End for study and will later donate it to the Madam House of Michael Delving for everyone to admire. It was basically golf.
God damn it. But at least it wasn't a golf social club.
Golf social club. The other thing, moving forward, we got a raid. Welcome in, Arcana.
Hello!
We just finished up the One Ring TTRPG that we were running into.
We just finished taking psychic damage.
Yes. There's two things that can happen that I want you guys to be aware of. You guys may choose to discard your character and pick up Balin. You guys can also discard your character and pick up Bilbo. So, Bilbo does have Sting on him, if I remember correctly.
I think Evelyn might want to take Bilbo.
I want to be Bilbo Baggins.
There is still a little bit of awkwardness because I think I still speak for Bilbo on some occasion. But I think less so. I'll have to double check and read into the next adventures. But after this, you guys can pick him up. Both of those two. So if you guys want to, feel free to do that.
I'm keeping my grumpy umbrella girl. Fight me.
Just let me know since I have to update all the things. If you could let me know by Sunday, that'd be great. Mm-hmm. You guys also picked up another 3 points, so you're gonna have 6 points to spend. And I sent in that thing so you guys can add points during the journey. Just put in the chat if you increase anything. I trust you guys. But cool. Did you guys have fun? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
I had a great time.
It was absolutely horrible. I never want to do this again.
We'll see you next week. We'll be next week here with some more hobbits. On to the third adventure called Most Excellent Fireworks. And I might change that one up a little bit. But, okay. Combat had me stressed. That was a whole system. And they told me not how to run the monsters at all. And so I was scrambling trying to find how to do that. They talk about the players, but they never talk about how to run the monsters. It's very strange. I have problems with how they wrote the book. That's besides the fact. So, Evelyn, where can we find you?
You can find me everywhere at Evelyn Sometimes, mostly on Twitch and Tumblr.
Tipsy, where can we find you?
You can find me on TikTok and Twitch at The Tipsy Tiger, Twitter at Kafkaboodle, and Coffee and Start Playing at The Tipsy Tiger for TTRPG, cosplay, and general nerdiness.
Lore.
You can find me on all the platforms at Sweet and Lore, and you can actually find myself and our fantastic Game Master tonight, 6 o'clock Central Time. Well, we're not hobbits this time.
Nope, we're blood-sucking vampires. Churney.
I'm Churney Adventures. You can find me all over social media as well as streaming on Twitch most Monday through Thursdays. Not next week because I got to go do like adult stuff and be out working elsewhere. But I do also have a West Marches table that I just introduced. So if you're looking for a table, maybe you'd like to do that.
Heck yeah. Winter.
So you can find me on TikTok at NeverSweetNerd. You can also find my art page on Instagram at WBrashCheckArt. I do take art commissions of all kinds. And currently that's it, because I'm not streaming on Twitch yet.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much for... I dropped dice. Heck.
Everything is ruined.
I got dice. Thank you guys so much. I do want to say, Fantasy said that we are a great group. And I want you guys to, if you didn't see it, because it got moved on.
Thank you for coming in and subscribing. We hope to see more of you. Also, welcome Gunkle Phoenix.
Yes, welcome in, Gunkle. How you doing? We have Odyssey on Tuesday, and yeah, that's pretty much all the things.
Kindle on Thursday.
Kindle on
Yeah. I know, yeah. Cadell on Thursday. I have my outfit ready. I'm excited.
I do too.
Same.
I'm so stoked.
That said, we are going to go ahead and raid over to someone.
I have somebody.
We do
Send 'em
have
our way.
emotes for subscribers and non-subscribers. So join us in the raid call.
Let me. I'm sending you. That person.
Yep, so Odyssey on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central, Candela on Thursday, I think it's also 6 p.m. Central. Magic is running Pathfinder again on Friday.
I think we just did them. Sorry.
We have a lot going on. We do have Starlight Tales is currently streaming. And so is Cool Cat Cole doing a I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, we did the last time.
We
so-
sent them last time. I thought
okay, got it. Understood.
I got someone.
Oh, I got
Okay.
somebody for kids on bikes too.
Ooh, kids on
That'd be
bikes would be
cool.
fun.
We're going Starlight Tales. Because
Okay.
they have LGBTQIA+, and it's Pride Month, so we're going to go support other queer individuals.
Be sure to give them iced coffees.
Yes, give them iced coffees. Grab those raid emotes. Thank you guys so much for being here. Remember to be kind, to love one another, and we will see you very soon.
Bye-bye.